Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. Independent, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch it on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
On it, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. How you feeling today, Marcos? You braved the elements yesterday.
Yes. I feel the soaking wet rain in my bones.
How are your very used shoes? Even more used?
Oof, man, I'll tell you what. I probably should have prepared better to walk 7 miles like I did yesterday. I probably should have worn shoes that had ankle protection and Dr. Scholl's because I am.
What did you go with? What did you have on?
Just some normal Jordan Dunks, or like the Jordan ones. So no ankle support. Didn't tie them because I think I'm too cool for school.
Yeah, what is it with the non-tying? You think you're better than us?
I'm currently not tying my shoes. You know who's telling me my ankles are like, what are you doing, kid? What are you doing? You're not 17 anymore.
I don't understand the non-tying shoes. It's so stupid.
What? It is stupid, and I'm feeling it.
People are just getting with less and less footwear. You know, these kids think they can wear Crocs wherever they want. You don't tie your shoes. Put your shoes together. All right.
Tell you what. Yesterday though, I saw a lot of shoes in people's hands. People were like just braving the elements.
Bet you wanted some thong flip flops there, didn't you, Frog Boy?
Totally did, man. Totally did.
It was unbelievably cool. And the thing that I loved most about it was just down here, you know, it was so South Florida in that we are sitting here and it is a typhoon. It is raining so hard, like it's coming and hitting us sideways. We were in the back of a restaurant, basically, and I still had to put a liner on my laptop to keep it going just because it was torrential downpours. Seeing everybody out there brave the elements, pop open the old umbrellas. But that lightning was scary. Lightning was scary.
And it was like right over the ocean.
Oh yeah, and people are like, not leaving.
No,
I'm not leaving. I'm seeing my cup. So everybody got there, and you got to the stay. It was delayed because they had obviously waited out. So you had the buses basically chilling in the back. Is that where you were originally started?
Yes, they originally started a little bit late, like you said, due to the lightning and rain. But, after a while, it was like, let's get this party started, baby.
I know. It was. And then, it got to a point where most of the players just ditched the buses.
Oh my God.
They just left.
After a while.
Went on the beach.
Stanley Cup.
Because I was really excited. I could not wait because I wanted to get a whole restaurant Bobby Chant going when Bob's bus came up.
I know.
And the only guy who stayed on his bus was Barky. Everybody else was gone.
Yeah.
The Finns were the only one to listen.
It's true.
Everybody else, it was like, where's Lomberg? Oh, he's on because you could tell that there was some commotion where we were like, why is the beach going so crazy? And you're like, oh, players are just going right through the crowd, partying and getting up on stage. Because we were like, from our vantage point, we were getting excited because the Violas came by, and then the Bill Zito bus came out. Like, all right, here come the player bus. Oh, they're gone.
Yep,
and they're gone.
Absolutely.
So we could see all the commotion that was going down on the beach, and people are obviously going crazy. And then all of a sudden, Carter Verhaeghe's on the stage with the cup. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, at a certain point, I texted, I reached out to you guys. I said, the cup is on foot and it's heading your way.
The cup is on the loose.
It's just, there really was what you can feel the energy that followed the cup.
Dude, it was so crazy to see what was going on there. It was so cool seeing the videos. Ryan Lomberg. I mean, if that was his last, if those are his last memories as a Panther, because he's about to get the cat's bag elsewhere. If those were his last, what a way to go out, because I feel like he touched everyone in South Florida yesterday. He drank beer, he crowd surfed, he did everything there is to do. So what a day it was.
An absolute amazing day.
It was incredible. Robbie is saying that Kachuk exited the bus through Bo's Beach. Did you see Kachuk?
I didn't see Kachuk, but I did see Robbie, and I have a story about Robbie.
Do you?
That will stay with me for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Like a knight in shining armor, I was seeking refuge from the hurricane, and I had managed to make my way all the way to Bo's Beach,
right?
Which you guys were on the second floor of.
Yep.
Robbie happened to be in the first floor in front, had a nice
packed.
little court. It was
couldn't even move down there.
It was so packed, dude. It was so packed. And Robbie had a nice corner. He had taken shop. He had a book bag with enough space there. He was perfectly fine. He sees me in agony looking for some sort of refuge, and my attempt to maybe meet up with you guys and share some story on the Twitch stream that we had about what I had experienced. In order to help me get up there was a security guard guarding the staircase by where you guys were at.
Mm-hmm.
Very serious about his job, because a lot of people paid a lot of money in order to reserve that section.
Yes.
So
it wasn't very packed up there. It was very nice up there.
Oh my God. Because everyone was downstairs. Robbie abandoned his post that he very clearly had reserved and decided, I'm going to walk this soaking wet gentleman through this crowd.
Take me to VIP.
Like Lusaka polite. He spread. There was people who were so upset at me because they were dry for the most part. They were, yes, there was close quarters, but they were dry.
Yeah, I didn't see too many people soaked out.
Oh, it was just me dripping wet, rubbing on everyone as I passed by them, saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry,
please, sir."
But Robbie,
so did you get up? Did you finally get up in VIP?
Finally, I
didn't see you when I left.
I did not. I got to the staircase. The guy's like, security, and I'm like, well, I'm the radio, and they're like, yeah, sure, buddy, get out of my face, Frog Boy.
Wow, he said Frog Boy.
No, he didn't. But I just he might as well have.
It was pretty crazy. They started handing out wristbands, but I couldn't. Dude, here's the thing. I got your text late, and I'm like, I can't move.
No, obviously,
but here's the thing. I couldn't leave my post because this Joe Rose.
Oh,
hobnobbing. He's hobnobbing.
Come on.
He's hobnobbing. Danny had his son, so he's got to be childcare.
Yeah.
So somebody has to stay by the booth because we had really short breaks. The breaks were like 2 minutes.
That's fair.
So I had to stay on the headset in case we were back and had to throw it. I didn't know when these damn Panthers were getting to that stage.
I
know. So I really was helpless there to help you. I apologize.
No, of course. No, I mean, I understand the politics of how it goes in regards to them not allowing me to just walk through because I have a 560 shirt. I understand the position you were in and everyone was in. I just was abandoning that post immediately after I realized how much of a hassle it would be.
Yep.
But I just was so grateful that Robbie, like a lead blocker.
Did he get his spot back?
You know what? I don't even know if he did.
Robbie, let us know on the chat if you got your spot back. Rest of our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We'll get to your parade clips and more parade stories because it was a really, really cool day down here in South. One you'll never forget, like the parade that was in the torrential downpour, the whole beach with people as far as the eye could see. What a party. And those cats had fun.
Oh, did
those cats had, I mean, I saw Paul Maurice.
Oh man,
he's a stumbler.
Come on. Oh, is he?
He's a stumbler. You want to talk about a lot of drinky poos.
Yeah, he is a live television's worst nightmare, Paul Maurice.
Oh man, we'll get to him. He was a delight because I was trying to listen because I wasn't getting to that stage, and I'm like, after we got off the air, I'm like, all right, do I get to the stage? And like the way it just took me to get out of Bo's Beach, I'm like, I'm never getting close to that stage.
Yeah,
so I just went. I made the exit. I'm like, you know what? I'll listen to it on the way home. I saw the players. I saw flashes of the cup. Pretty good for me. I'm happy.
No, that's fair.
But this Paul Maurice.
Oh.
So we get him like on the radio, and just like you could just tell Vlad is sweating.
Oh no!
Like I couldn't even imagine if Robbie was running the board because that man, like, you would have heard none of the speech. But
Man.
Paul Maurice, he was dropping bombs. So I just ended up Bluetoothing it and putting the Panthers YouTube feed on my audio because that was good.
Yeah.
Uncensored cats.
You need that raw.
Yeah.
That was good.
And the best part of the speech, look, Paul Maurice had the best speech for sure.
Yeah.
Aaron Ekblad had the moment of the parade.
The
moment of the parade, because he gets up there, and I see on Twitter, David Dwork with a picture of he has the parking cone, and I'm like, oh my God, he didn't forget. Because it was said through back channels that Ekblad had kind of forgiven Brooks Koepka. And I have news for you. He did not forgive He did not forgive Brooks Koepka. Do we have him?
Yes, indeed.
He gets on that microphone and he gets this great intro from Steve Goldstein, who's talking about all of the guys. Pasternak, 0. Draisaitl, 0. And like Ekblad just, he's like hearing it like Hulk Hogan. And he gets there with his traffic cone, gets right to the microphone. And the first thing that comes to mind is this.
You, Brooks Koepka! Hey, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you. Let's go, Cats!
Oh my God. He like that. That is it right there. And you know what? It has to be crazy feeling right now. I don't know if Brooks Koepka loves that or hates that. I feel like it could go either way, because if you are a monster Panthers fan and one of the longest tenured Florida Panthers just says the first thing on my mind when I get to a microphone is going to be F Brooks Koepka.
Yeah. Like you said, it could go either way. How do you think he responds? Do you think Brooks Koepka?
I don't think you can respond.
I don't think you can.
I don't think. What are you going to say?
I want him to wear a traffic cone next time he goes to tee off somewhere.
Just so we're clear. Because like, listen, Brooks Koepka. I mean, maybe Ekblad. There's a lot of Ekblad trade fodder out there that he may be on the market. That this may have been Ekblad's crowning achievement, but he didn't get to go out without telling Brooks Koepka, "Go bleep yourself."
Love it, dude.
It was unbelievable. Meanwhile, there is some Panthers news.
Ooh.
Headlines. Did they do the headlines thing? Headlines.
Yes.
All right. Headlines. The big headline this morning: Sam Reinhart. First reported today by the Associated Press, Tim Reynolds, but it has been officially announced Sam Reinhart, Rhino, is staying with the Cats.
Goosies.
They put out a big statement today. Reinhart staying in South Florida. Let me get the terms here of the deal, but he gave the Cats a real sweetheart deal.
Nice.
To zig around $69 million over 8 years. That is nice, isn't it?
That is nice.
That is nice. I
feel like that's a good deal.
Yeah, sticking with the Cats.
Wow.
So
I'm sorry, you said 8 years?
8 years.
Wow.
Yep.
I like that.
I like that too.
That's long term.
Hey, he's a Game 7 hero.
Yep.
67 total goals this year.
Yeah.
Happy he's staying.
Absolutely.
Happy that he's staying. We'll keep it going. I got to be honest with you. This free agency in the NBA sucks.
Oh, God.
I mean, this is not the game I love, and I'm not even talking about the lack of heat action.
Okay.
This is just a crop of free agency that sucks. Like I gotta talk about Hartenstein contracts and things like this. This free agency blows.
All right.
Are
you sure it has nothing to do with the lack of heat action? Because a couple names have gone in a couple places, Although I do want Joel Embiid fined for his obvious tampering during the NBA Finals, but that's a different topic. Chris Paul to the Spurs, you're not interested in that? All right. I think
he's old. He's 40.
Yeah, but him and Wemby,
he's 40.
Okay, fine. It's not that.
He's 40.
Clay on the Magic. Woo! Is that happening?
I don't know if it is happening.
I know he's definitely not going.
Didn't they just sign KCP? I guess they could do a sign and trade. That could happen. Koepka responded, by the way. Somebody said that he put 3 laughing emojis. He didn't find it funny.
Oh.
We'll take a quick break. Lots to get to. We'll hear more from the Cats parade, and we'll see if the Heat do anything. They've been on the sidelines thus far, other than Kevin Love. Take a break. Back after this.
Coming you
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Leroy will be back shortly. He'll be joining us en route.
Miss Leroy.
I miss him too, buddy. We haven't talked to him in a while. He was not in on Friday. Although we did hear Bam give him the business.
Oh,
we did hear that.
That was good.
And we will get into NBA free agency and what's going on there. But we were talking a little bit about yesterday because the Cat celebration was incredible. And there's really nothing to talk about with the Heat. I mean, right now they're sitting idly by. I will say some of the Twitter has just been unbearable to be on right now with Heat Twitter. I'll get into some of that. But the only move to report on, Kevin Love opted out. And then he signed a new 2-year deal with the Heat. He's sticking in Miami for the next 2 years. Love. Always love that guy, dude.
I think he can be good for. No, you didn't.
No,
but I think he can be good for Khalil. Just because that veteran presence there kind of guide him in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. 2 years of love. I'll take it.
Yeah. So Kevin Love is sticking in Miami. But let's get back to this. So what was your where were you after? So you get bounced from VIP. Then did you just hang in Bo's Beach, or did you go towards the stage? Where did you go?
So then I went closer to the action at that point. I wanted to see Lord Stanley in person. So I made it actually upwards from Bo's Beach. I traveled upward to by Elbow Room, essentially.
Oh.
Yeah, I went back up that direction. Which, by the way, it's forever cemented as that Panthers. I don't care what these Bills fans do.
No, that's Panthers. Did you see the video of Matthew Tkachuk like stumbling up the elbow room stairs?
Yes.
Like, do you think they all just had to be like, Matthew?
Yeah.
No.
Get away from the stairs.
No elbow room right now. We have to go this way.
Yeah, I saw him stumble with the championship.
Some of these videos are crazy. Like I saw them like just running through hotel lobbies because they had to go pee. Like what are you gonna do? You gonna pee on the beach? Maybe some of them ran to the ocean to go pee. Maybe that's what they had to do.
Smart. I think I saw some of them in the ocean as well. So, so I went towards Elbow Room. I give credit. There was this one man who through the pouring rain, it was storming. But he was like, "Hey man, I paid a lot for this spot. I'm selling hot dogs." So I picked up a hot dog at that point.
Wow.
I picked up a hot dog in the rain. It was a good time there.
I haven't gone to a hot dog cart in a while.
Yeah, nothing like a good.
Except Home Depot. Home Depot's got some great hot dog carts.
They do. And sometimes they have like a man cooking brisket outside. And I'm like, should I try this? And I do. I went towards Elbow Room. I got a hot dog. And then that's when Lord Stanley exited the bus. I think I saw the shirtless Bryson kid too. I think I saw him on one of the buses, or it could have been just another shirtless kid. Everyone was shirtless.
Everybody was shirtless. Bob was shirtless. Yeah. Bob was shirtless with a Russian flag cape.
Yes.
And I think everybody was like, it's funny because he wears all those pads, and I was like, everybody just saw how ripped Bobrovsky was. They're like, whoa, I didn't realize that.
You thought Lomberg was the only one?
Yeah, you thought Lomberg was the only one with muscles?
Yeah, man. They looked. I think I saw him do a shoey out of a flip flop too.
I saw some shoeys going on. Yeah. Did you see? My favorite was Barkov on stage. He was so adorable.
Oh yes,
he was. Do you have Barkov?
I do.
Not the Bobby. We'll get to his Bobby Chant, but let me just get his hammered speech because he's just like you could just. This is a man who speaking publicly not his favorite thing. But he didn't care. He was living in the moment.
South Florida, what's up? Man, when I was drafted here 10 years ago, 2013, I would have never believed that this day will come. And here I am with my teammates, with the team, Viola's, management, everyone. We're here in front of you all together. In a rainy day during hurricane season, we're here on the beach celebrating us winning the cup.
Goosie.
There's just not enough words for me to say how thankful I am for every single person here. I think this goes all the way to the Boca where I live, so probably 1 million people. So thank you, every single person here. And I want to hear one more time, for this amazing team right here behind me.
Oh, that was Goosie's.
That's a good speech.
That's a good speech. That's a good speech.
Goosies.
And then of course he just had to, because he is Finnish and adorable. We're Little Finland.
Yeah.
We're Little
You
Finland.
saw that flag, man.
Oh, the Finns. The Finns were getting after it, dude.
Yeah, they were ripping it.
But Barkov, he was not leaving that damn stage if he could not get a Bob Chant going.
I might have never won anything, but I always wanted to do this. So can you repeat what I say?
There you go. Whatever you want.
Bobby. 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 Bobby.
Wow. The greatest. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
Wow, we'll get to Bob's speech in just a second.
How was it yesterday?
That was crazy. It was a crazy day.
I got to tell you that I was floored by that big ass stage.
Yep.
Nobody's done it that way.
On the beach?
On the beach. Nobody.
On the beach.
They've
dude.
had little stages downtown, little
I don't think
makeshift
people-
stages.
And
They
I don't
did that like Riptide.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I don't think people realize how dangerous it was, because we had like the view we had at Bo's Beach, and shout out to Kim Bocamper for having us out. It was a great time. Leroy, we saw lightning strike near that stage. Had to be a half dozen times. Very close. Nobody left.
Everybody went, whoa.
Well, dangerous staying.
Oh, but it looked amazing. Like, yeah. And then you can hear the reporters, right? Because, this is the only reason why this is the only team I won't get mad about missing golf. But because that's what was on the networks.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And so, and so here's the reporters. Oh, we're out here live talking about the Panthers, and I've never covered the Panthers all year, but it's great. Won a Stanley Cup, and boom, I'm out.
I love the lady. My favorite thing is when
let's go back to inside.
Let's go over to Carla. Carla's with the fan, and the fan just goes, Matthew Tkachuk is an effing ball. Okay, we're on live. What did you think was gonna happen, dude?
Right. I mean, like, see, here's the deal. As sports people, we know you don't put a live fan after a big win, right? You put the kids. You do like they did for the pregame and get the kids, right? You don't put a grown-ass man on TV that been drinking, right? Oh,
what do we want to hear next? We want to hear Paul Maurice? What do we want to go to, Frog Boy?
Man. By any chance, Leroy, did you catch Paul Maurice?
Did you hear Paul Maurice, or did you get bleeped out too much?
Oh, man, you got to hear Paul. We'll do it.
Really?
Sure
So he was awesome, right?
Oh my, it was a great speech.
That was the best.
He's up there with a t-shirt, Leroy. He's up there with a t-shirt. If I can pay the t-shirt, looks like Florida man on vacation, right?
He looks like an old man with flip-flops and swimsuit.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But he has on his shirt is a Panthers logo, but the Panthers logo has been changed by his two cats. So one is his cat, and then they put the throwback Panthers logo on the back with his what are they? Poppy and Princess? Are those the cats' names?
I know it's Poppy. I can't remember.
I can't remember the others. It was Poppy and Mitten.
It figures that a guy who speaks like that would have two cats named Poppy and Princess, right? I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna hang out with Poppy and Princess, right? And like, come on, he's not having a Rottweiler, right?
Here is Paul Maurice.
30 years. 30 years. For every one of you, 30 years. And for that woman over there, 30 years of being married to an asshole. I want to, in my wildest dreams, I've never would have thought I could see this. Seriously, understand this. Everybody that we love in this world is happy right now. I want to thank all of the police officers and the fire department, especially the fire department that had to fix my daughter and her friend. Took a beer can off the head, God bless them. I want to thank all of you for these men here for welcoming our families to Florida. For our wives, our children to come to Florida. My 2 cats, this is Poppy. Wait, this is Penny. Those are my 2 cats. My daughter made the shirt. I promised her we win the Stanley Cup, I'm wearing that shirt. I got one more word for you.
Hey, Marcos,
Actually,
I'm with
this
you.
isn't for you.
I'm with you.
Right? Was it shirt?
Shirt? Was it shirt? Because he was on it. Listen, he was on the road. He was on the road.
I thought it was shirt.
It could have not been shirt.
You're the boss.
Whatever you say. Great speech.
I'm happy for that dude right there because no matter what, he didn't break, right?
Over
no
a
matter
career
how
didn't break.
no matter how bad it got, no matter how bad it looked, right? And guess what? Because of him, anytime you thought you were rats off a ship, you had second thoughts, right? Because of the way they did it. But yeah, man, awesome.
Goosie. Poppy and Penny coming to a Pantherland shirt store near you.
Oh, you know it's coming.
I already see a post.
And here it is. I can see it now in a group session. Hi, I'm Paul Maurice. I'm a cat owner. Poppy and Penny.
I feel like Poppy and Penny are the ones that keep him calm, when he's watching film and he's just mad at Connor McDavid. He goes,
I think it is an acquired taste to have a guy that you can see the sky is falling. And he's like, no, guys, it could be worse. Right? And that's when they went on that 6-game slide, right?
Yep.
What he's like, look, there's some things we got to improve, but there's a lot of things I liked. I'm like, really, Paul?
Man,
so
$24.95 if you want one of those shirts.
They're already on sale?
Already there.
Where?
I'm at t-shirt@alowprice.com.
There's no way that's a real shirt.
Who do they have to run it by? They essentially are.
How do you get his? You can't, what are they? Fake cats? Dude, you already have the.
I got 3%. I got 3%. I got 3% shirts in 12 seconds. What are you talking about?
You don't know what his cats look like.
It's an orange cat.
Right. So
yeah, they have on elitetees.com. You get a little cheaper, $19.95. And they have both of them, by the way. It's not just the front, it's also the
front
back.
And the back.
Absolutely.
We're pirating t-shirts at a new rate these days.
Viralstyle.com has it at $19 flat. This is the best deal I've seen. You can get it on a hoodie as well.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy
It's amazing you play some fraudulent.
Blame it on the rain, baby. Blame it on the rain.
It was amazing. The best part of all that Milli Vanilli stuff.
Yeah.
Remember when they got interviewed and they tried to sing for real?
I don't. I'm a little bit. I know of Milli Vanilli being frauds, but it's a little bit out of my window of pop culture caring.
And then the one guy tried to make an album, and the other guy, he offed himself.
Jeez.
Wow. Okay.
All right. It's a turn I was not expecting.
Okay, 1042. That's all it took. Nice.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed.
Reacting yesterday to the Panthers parade. That was an epic day in South Florida history.
So where you were sitting was right where the stage was? Where
No, we were sitting on the corner of A1A at Bows Beach, but we were on the second level, so I could see out to the stage and see like everything. Right, there was a tree that was kind of blocking the stage before anybody got there, but we could see the whole crowd, the buses coming through, so we could see all the action that was going on there. I had a video feed at my table of the parade route, but they were taking. I mean, like because of the lightning, the parade really started late. Like they weren't moving; they were just people kept asking, like, "Well, where are they?" I'm like, "They're just stalling. They're just there because there's lightning. You can't put these athletes and their families
open bus
on the second level of a double-decker bus. Not safe."
Did you talk about Reinhardt yet?
Yeah, we talked about Reinhardt. He re-signed, re-upped with the Cats.
That was quick. That's what I'm talking. See that, Dolphins?
Got that done.
Whew. I mean, if we could get Tua for 8 years, $69 million, then, I mean, I'm sure we would have been signed that.
Tua's not taking a home count discount like Rhino.
I tell you what.
Rhino didn't want to go to the Yotes.
That is crazy.
At the rate you want to go, Marcos,
yeah,
it's going to be 69 for 1 year.
Essentially, yeah. I mean,
think about that. Think about where you're backing yourself. Think of the corner you're backing yourself into. And it's not like here's the interesting thing about the whole situation with Tua. People don't realize his unique skill set works with this offense better than 90% of the quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
So if you want to get rid of him,
we got a summer for this.
No. Okay.
We got a summer for this. We know.
Well, we're just talking about signings.
Yeah, no, let's talk about
And
Rhino.
he brought up if you could get Tua for that.
Yeah, well,
it's a good deal.
It's just in hockey players don't make as much as star quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But you want to know but the craziest money? NBA. It's ridiculous right now.
Ridiculous.
How does Tobias Harris keep doing this? How does he keep doing this?
They re-signed him?
No, he went to the Pistons. He's making $26 a year.
Wow. Well, that's really not big money.
It's still too much for him.
I mean, think about it. It's only $1 million more than Draymond Green.
Hartenstein just got $30 a year from the Thunder.
What? Nope. He's not intangibles.
Oh,
that's how he plays.
No, that's not. You can't change the rules of intangibles.
I can too.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
What do you think OKC is going to think? That's they went all intangibles. I like their offseason because they got the talent, but they added Caruso and they added Hartenstein. So, but it's a lot of money for Hartenstein. Oh my God.
Right, it's a lot.
Heat fans are beside themselves right now.
Yeah, you said Twitter's unbearable.
But like, it's unbearable. It's unbearable right now because everybody's got the same thing. Like, but you guys know, like the Heat didn't have cap space, right? Like the only moves they were going to make, like they have to be trades. So I'm just very confused by everybody who's sitting here and wanting to be like, Valanciunas went to the Wizards. Where are you, Sleepy Pat?
Yeah, I'm like, what have we missed out on?
I'm like, they don't have cap space. What did you like? Did anybody not get the did you guys not know what their situation was? So I'm sitting here just kind of idly by, and I'm like, I know the one person I'm waiting to make a stink because I haven't seen an extension yet. Once that happens, then I can yell. But right now, haven't seen it yet. Waiting. Waiting. Did see that he put a very interesting thing on Twitter the other day or on Instagram the other day.
Oh my God.
Could be something. Could be nothing.
Wait, can we rename that?
What?
Could be something, probably nothing.
That's hurtful.
He puts on here. I'm gonna send this to JFig so she can load this up here from Spida. Can we hit the good could be something, could be nothing open?
Yeah, let's get to it
Because it's not quite the same if we don't have that.
I feel you. It's more mystical that way.
Because I'm waiting on Spida. I haven't seen anything. Haven't heard anything. He was with Cavs brass this weekend.
All right.
What's going on in Utah?
It could be something. Could be nothing.
What is the meaning of it, Watson? What is the object of this?
Could be something. Could be nothing.
Why would they do that?
So on Instagram, Donovan Mitchell, yet to sign. Who wants to wait on $209 million guaranteed? It's right there for you if you want it.
Yeah.
Everybody else is signing.
The reason why these guys can do it because they can get it anywhere.
Guaranteed.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, but you can sign your extensions. Like Maxey
No,
signed.
but what I'm saying is the reason why he can take his time and decide whether he wants to be there or not is because he can get it anywhere. You see what I'm saying? It's not like football where if you don't sign their extension, you can go somewhere else if you're a free agent or if you're, to the point where you can sign an extension.
Whatever you have to say to convince yourself that he's happy there, Leroy.
I'm not.
But I noticed.
Now I'm a Cavs fan.
Now,
Now I'm a Cavs fan.
the only one of us is friends with Jay Crawford.
The only one of us had season tickets to the Cavaliers.
When I lived there.
He had a camp this weekend, right, for Adidas. And that new coach, Kenny Atkinson, was there. I was just judging off like the vibes of that video. One person seemed a lot more hyped up than the other did.
Well, the new coach has to. The new coach has to fit in.
But Spida has got a new shoe out.
Vibes.
Right? New shoe out for Donovan Mitchell. Right? Why don't you throw this up here, JFig, on Instagram this weekend?
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, that matches white hot. Wait, is that a soccer shoe?
And then
That's a soccer shoe.
Okay, but what did he post on top of it? Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji.
4 of them.
Posting the Heat logo 4 times?
HEAT.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, interesting. Spida sends the message.
Hey,
you know what you have to do?
No, that's nothing. See, you did it again. You did it again.
I don't think so, dude.
You did it again.
I don't think so. And
First
quite
of all,
frankly, I don't think so.
It's a soccer shoe. Where is he going to wear that?
Wherever he wants.
4 logos.
Yep. 4-year deal.
Oh, that. Look at that.
Very interesting. Why would you post
anything? You're
anything?
not getting me today. I'm celebrating.
You can post anything. It's got the Miami Vice colors, little pink.
Look at that.
Fire emojis. No extension signed yet. Things that make you go,
Well, look what Schmeathen said. Even Schmeathen's hopping on this, dude. With those shoes, Spida can make things messy. They look like Inter Miami shoes.
You know, and here's the thing. Let's look at free agency thus far, right? There was a lot of talk. Rich Paul, he does not want Darius Garland playing with Donovan Mitchell, right?
That's true.
The number one place it was thought Darius Garland was going to get traded. Where? San Antonio. They have a point guard. They just signed Chris Paul.
Already done.
Maybe Donovan Mitchell is saying, hey, we don't work. Trade me. You keep Darius Garland. That's your guy. Homegrown. I'll see you later. It's been a fun 2 years.
Wow. We tried.
We tried.
Valiant effort.
We tried.
Now it's time.
Interesting. Little blockade, you know?
Well, here's the one problem with all that.
What?
We have heard nothing out of the Heat.
That's great.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, absolutely. You ever hear the saying, no news is good news?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I've heard that.
That's the thing. People say that.
I've heard that.
People say that.
Ever heard that?
You say that to make your case.
I'm not making a case. But I'm just, I am here for being mad at the Heat for making moves. I yelled at Pat Riley last week. So, I understand that I have many hours to yell at Pat Riley if I need to yell at Pat Riley. And, everybody is tweeting the same thing, that the Heat are doing nothing. But, like, they're doing nothing in the time where there's nothing to do, Donovan Mitchell ends up
Which
saying,
you probably should have came to that conclusion when you yelled at Pat Riley before.
No, because that's the entirety of the offseason. I'm not yelling at Pat Riley for not signing Paul George when he doesn't have the cap space to sign Paul George. Also, I don't want Paul George. But it's very now. One thing I could say is the only move you could look at this past weekend and be like, could the Heat have outdone that? Is the DeJounte Murray deal, because he ends up going to New Orleans. Larry Nance, couple of first-round picks. Could the Heat have made that happen? Could they have outdone that? I feel like they could have, but maybe they don't want DeJounte Murray. But then, what if it's because, it's getting a little chilly in here because we're looking at the downfall of another guard from Atlanta, Ice Trae.
Hey, if Ice Trae comes here, I got a truck for him. If Ice Trae comes, I got a truck for him.
Leroy, all you talk about is that you want a guy who can go get you 40, and this guy is literally the best at going to get 40 over the last years of basketball.
Can I
True. Score bona fide.
I understand that.
Feel that?
But do you want to spend big money for a player that also comes with other issues?
Like what?
If you're a defensive team, he plays zero defense, is his offense going to make up for that? Seriously.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Think about first of all, I think Eric Spoelstra has a great respect for Trae Young. I think he does. Think about all the game planning he did to take out Trae Young. He threw the kitchen sink at him.
Yep.
It's a lot of respect that you could utilize with that.
And also, nobody else could do that?
What do you mean nobody else could do that?
So what happens if you have Trae Young at however much you pay for him and other teams do the same thing?
You mean other people being interested in Trae Young?
No, taking him out of the game.
Oh, they don't have Spo. They don't have Spo to fill him up, baby.
Okay. All right.
Feel that?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Now, I will say this.
Spida says
this is one of these situations where, just based on what I think the Heat like to do offensively and defensively, I don't see the fit. Right? That doesn't mean he can't play, but it just means that I don't see the fit with him actually helping the Heat get to where they need to get. So if it happens and he does it, or you can see how they're using him and it works, then I have no problem admitting that I'm wrong. Right? But there gets to a point where you're trying to make something work based on something you saw 3 or 4 years ago. Right?
You're talking about 3 or 4 years ago from him?
When they were successful.
Yeah, but they had a better roster. They had a better roster.
Okay.
And he's still very talented.
I never said he wasn't talented.
He's plan B. I mean, Spida's my plan A. But if Spida does end up being, gutless and wants to sign his extension.
So going into this offseason, you got 2 choices. Which
those are my 2 top targets.
Really? And as bad as you talk about Trae Young, it is amazing that that is now one of your choices.
Well, listen, I don't know if you feel that right now, but it's
that's not okay. That doesn't work though. As bad as you talked about Trae Young. So to me, to be honest with you, it seems like you're settling because he may be available.
I'm not settling, but he is my plan B.
Okay. And so those are your 2 choices. Now, are there other options? Because, like, as we learned from Dame, maybe everybody don't want to work with the Heat.
You talking about front offices?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that could be an issue. That's why I don't think, there's a lot of fodder out there for Larry Markkinen. But I I don't understand. I don't really. I don't think that's going to work just front office wise because Danny Ainge is their GM. So I don't look at it as realistic. One, because I think Danny Ainge is going to want a heap of picks, whereas I think Cleveland would be more into doing a Donovan Mitchell trade for a couple of young guys.
Right.
So that's
and then
so
what
I
about,
actually
and then what about Atlanta?
I actually
Same
am
thing,
taking
young
that.
guys.
Well, they just had the number 1 pick.
Right.
Kind of fell into their lap. I don't know who knows what Atlanta wants, right? It's kind of like what we talked to with John Michaels. Who knows what the hell that organization wants?
Right.
But no, I have taken that into account. Like the Lauri Markkanen stuff, I haven't given a lot of weight to because I just don't think the Heat will have enough to wet Danny Ainge's whistle because he's a pick hoarder, and they don't have a lot of picks.
Right.
Although it's been reported that he likes Tyler Hero and has always liked Tyler Hero, but
there's one person. That's the first time we've heard that, right? Of all the trade fodder we've heard in the last 2 years, that is the first time you've said those words. So,
No cap.
I don't think Tyler Hero's going anywhere though.
Okay.
Take a break. Back after this.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
To the program, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have a puppy?
Yes.
Oh, that's your puppy now.
That's it. Yeah.
No.
You just got a fourth dog.
No.
What's that dog's name?
Dre.
Oh, hey, Dre.
That's
Welcome to
it.
the family for good.
That's yours.
You're not giving up that puppy.
For sure.
He
You're
is.
struggling.
He's a police dog.
No, he's not. He's a Leroy dog now. You got suckered by a snitchy mouse.
That's yours,
That's
dude.
your puppy.
Hey.
Do the other dogs like him?
No.
Oh, there's jealousy.
Oh my goodness. He
Wow.
was Zeus.
That's tough. That's your dog.
The only one that likes him is Oreo.
Why?
And
'Cause
Oreo
it's
tolerates him because they're just
he's the only one who's his size.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations on the new dog, dude.
No.
Congratulations.
That's your dog,
That's your
for
dog
sure.
now. Happy for you. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Ain't no Trae Young's new truck.
Trucks.
If you guys are just tuning in, the Panthers and Sam Reinhart have come to agreement on an extension. Rhino sticking around with the Cats. There's a lot of fodder out there on Cats Twitter that Lomberg is going to be on the outskis. So the fan favorite, JFig is going to be devastated because she's now lost two of her favorites in back-to-back years, Gabe Vincent and Ryan Lomberg.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Ryan Lomberg, one of the the few who's drafted Goosies galore on this program. So love Rhino. Goosies. But he went out a champ.
Yep.
He went out a champ.
Crowd surf.
Montour's gone.
Oh my God. Did you see him crowd surfing?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I expected a little bit better upper body strength from Panthers fans.
Oh, really?
He almost got dropped.
I'm like, he's not the biggest guy. We can live long.
You guys are lucky Kevin Stenlund didn't want to do that.
That's what I'm saying. This could have been way worse.
Oh man. Let's hear a little bit more from the speed. Who do you want to hear from, Leroy? First of all, Leroy, just so we're clear on where things stand with Aaron Ekblad and receipts. This was him and his message as he carried a traffic cone throughout the entire.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he had a traffic.
Let's just say Aaron Ekblad. He don't forget.
You Brooks Koepka.
Whoa. Good for him.
Bottom of my heart. Thank you. Let's go, Cats.
Man.
Them receipts. Hey, when you cash those receipts, it's awesome, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Some people have wondered how would I have felt if Carter Verhaeghe got on the mic and just said, F you, Tobin.
Oh, I know. I tell you what.
Which I would have said.
That would have led off every show and ended off every show.
It would have, but I didn't send him to the Yotes. I only threatened.
Oh
if
my
he didn't get it
goodness.
together.
Really?
What
was worse? What you tried to do or the pine cone incident or the traffic cone incident?
The traffic
cone was much worse.
I'm not a champion athlete like Brooks Koepka.
Which makes it worse.
No, I don't think so.
Brooks Koepka's not a champion athlete. He's a champion golfer.
All right. Well, hey, you said it, not me.
Golfers are not athletes.
Do you guys want to hear Matthew Tkachuk?
Do I? Does he have his
Beer.
mouthpiece in? That would be
He did
funny.
not. He did not. He was too busy being filled with beer.
Yes.
Here was Matthew Tkachuk on stage yesterday.
Hey, I heard it's 70 degrees and sunny in Edmonton, but they ain't got no cup. I just want to thank the Violas and Philly for getting me here. You guys have been so amazing. Best time of my entire life. Thank you guys for the memories. The Fort Lauderdale Police and Fire Department, this has been the greatest day ever. Thank you for everything. But most importantly, you fans have made this the time of my life. The best thing about this all is lifting this cup, and I'm going to lift this up and hand it to the best captain in the NHL, Barky.
That's Goosey's galore, dude.
Goosey's galore.
That's Goosey's galore right there. Did you see how he got home?
No, I didn't see how he got
He
home.
hopped on the back of a police motorcycle.
Oh God. What a life he's been.
Wow.
This past week has been an experience.
It's
like
like this was crazier than when the Heat won.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Way
like
crazier.
I know, even Boston most recently. Like I know they came to Miami and I know they had a parade with a lot of people, but I don't remember moments that have been dragging. Maybe I'm too close to this, and this is why, like, exclusively I feel this way. But they have been, for the past week, making moment after moment of this celebration. It's been amazing.
It's been really, really cool. Let us hear from the man that I've wanted to hear from.
Ooh.
He gets on stage, Leroy. He is draped in the Russian flag. He goes right to the microphone. The crowd is going crazy. He goes, shh.
He shushes everyone, dude. And hey, and
they
everyone,
listen.
Everyone shut up.
Did he say? He should have said, "Focus."
Oh God.
Sergei Bobrovsky hits the microphone. Here is Bob.
2019, July 1. I just signed the deal with the Florida Panthers. In my first interview, they asked me why I came to Florida. My answer was because I want to win the cup and I'm gonna do it here. And now here we are, 5 years later, celebrating the biggest victory of this franchise with you guys. I want to thank Viola family for bringing me here. I want to thank my teammates. This group is unbelievable. We did it all. I want to thank the coaching staff and management to build this team up. And I want to thank you guys. You guys are incredible. And thank you guys for incredible support.
Oh, Bobby.
So good, man.
That was great.
I love how everyone kept it like no one spoke too long.
Nah, it was, everybody's like a minute or less.
For sure.
They're
Perfect.
probably just worn out.
Totally.
They're probably worn out.
They probably like, Lomberg, you're not getting the mic.
Oh, that's it. That was probably best, though. That was probably best.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
Look at our boy.
Still looks little, doesn't he?
I mean, he's very skinny.
Yes.
He's very skinny.
No hair.
Nah, cut the hair.
Yeah.
Cut the hair. Rode the bus with Tarasenko.
Hey, doesn't he look like an MMA fighter now?
Yeah, like he's like the 6'1" lightweight
with the flag wrapped around him.
Oh man, UFC this weekend.
Hey, dude,
parlay didn't work.
It did not. Although it got ruined by Ortega pulling out.
What are we doing here?
What a crazy day, huh?
What about the guy? Like, man, kicked on the side of the head, and he's trying to block it. He wasn't really trying to block that kick.
Well, dude, you talking about the finish that happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you didn't see the end of the first round, he was basically knocked out at the end of the first round with a fist. Like Alex Bejeda, who is slowly becoming one of the greatest knockout artists we've ever seen in the sports history. His left hook is made of something else of this earth. And now that he's moved up from middleweight, now nobody can seem to touch him at this new division.
They say John Jones make that fight.
He's too big now.
I don't think John's will fight him. I don't think John Jones will fight him. I think John Jones is going to fight Stipe. I think John's going to fight Stipe and retire.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably best.
But even him versus Aspinall, oh, that's a great fight. Tom Aspinall, who's the interim heavyweight champion, because he's beaten everybody in the first round too.
So if he wants to get to John Jones, he fight Aspinall, right?
I don't think John Jones is going to fight him.
And then, so John Jones doesn't care about the title. This is the thing I hate about MMA. It gets to the point where there are fights that are bigger than the fights for the title. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a new thing. That's not like, that's just because of like a lot of the old guys that like they don't have the title. So John technically does have the title. He's the heavyweight champion, but he's gonna fight Stipe. That's what he wants to do. He wants to fight Stipe. Although crazy stat that came out this weekend because Andrei Arlovsky retired, that Stipe no longer has a win over anybody active in the UFC. That's how old he is.
Jeez.
Yep.
So what is this? What are we doing here, John Jones?
Well, he's hurt right now.
Yeah, but
he's hurt right now. He tore his pec.
Man.
So
a lot of opinions coming from another injured fighter. I saw Conor McGregor prior to this UFC thing saying that he's emotional about it. And then I saw what you had said about Khabib going after Khabib.
Oh my God! Apparently, Khabib's got his entire assets are seized by the Russian government, and then like one of his schools got like searched by the federal government there too. There's something going on with Khabib. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on.
Does this mean he's gonna need to fight?
Khabib?
Would you watch another Conor versus Khabib?
Of course. Ridiculous question.
Yeah, it is a ridiculous question because I would watch the hell out
of course,
of that.
ridiculous question.
I'd call out of work for that.
Yeah, of course. Of course I would. Those guys hate each other.
That's a lot of money.
Be an incredible buildup. But yeah, of course I would watch that fight. But anyway, to Leroy's point anyway about why Yuri Prochazka looked like he didn't block anything is because he got hit with a left hook and he barely made it back to his stool. I'm surprised they actually let him go out for the second round, which they shouldn't have let him go out for the second round because he clearly was like still whew. And then Herb Dean's sitting there. He goes, I'm not sure if he's dead yet. All right, we'll stop.
Yeah,
I think he's cooked. I think he's good. But yeah, this Beheda, man.
I watched some boxing too on ESPN.
Oh, the card I was gonna go, but then the parade happened. I knew I had to be up early. So
hey, our guy got some work to do.
Which guy?
Nico? Yeah, because he starts off pretty good and then he kind of gets like he don't stay with it. You know what I mean? And he gets a little loose. Little guy start getting a couple of licks on him.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
I didn't see the card.
And then the fight after that with the guy who had the title.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought he was the underdog. He beat that.
Teofimo?
Yeah. No. Before that. The one before.
Yeah, I was watching UFC. I didn't watch the boxing.
Okay.
I didn't watch it. But yeah, the weird thing that happened. So we had a parlay we put together. A lot of it was built on Brian Ortega winning by knockout. But all of a sudden, Brian Ortega, like hours before the fight, pulls off the card. And this is like the first time this ever happened in UFC history. They just drove in Dan Ige to fight in the co-main event. I was like, what? So I guess in Hard Rock, they just negated that out of the parlay. And
do you think they knew though, if they have a guy they could drive in, that they knew there might be a chance?
I told the story on Friday, Leroy. You weren't here, but like I interviewed Brian Ortega for Tapped Out, and I said to everybody, I'm like, dude, that was one of the weirdest interviews I've ever done. He just seemed off. And so then on the weigh-in day, it was supposed to be a 145-pound fight. He calls up the Lopez camp and says, hey, I can't make that weight, 155. So then he goes to a 155 fight. And then the next day, he's off the card. But he had said in the interview, he was like, we're like, hey, why did you take this fight? And he just like, he just has like this real like slow demeanor about him, right? And this first time I've interviewed him, so I don't know if this is how he always is, but in seeing him in media, I don't remember him acting this quirky, but he just goes, divine intervention. I asked a sign, should I take this fight? Make every light green on the way home. They were all green. And I was like, oh,
well,
cool. And then we ended up talking about his turtle. But I was like, "This something going on."
Hey, it's almost like something in your head went, well, talk about fighting ain't gonna get much done.
Yeah, well, no, like because my first question to him, because there was this viral video of him like covering his mouth with tape and working out, and I had the audacity to ask, "Hey, why do you do that?" And he goes, "Why is everybody asking about that?" I'm like, "Cause it's weird. Why? Oh, I don't know. Because you're dressed like a hostage while you're working out. Why?
You know, now that you say this, now I feel dumb about us putting money on this guy to knock the other guy out.
But if you saw at the end, young kid was tired, was he not?
Yeah.
So I felt like that was kind of the whole point of it. That's why we had it. You know, the worst pick that we had though by far was Anthony Smith. He did not show up in that fight.
Ooh, he looked bad.
He's the MVP fight. I thought MVP won. I thought that was garbage.
What was that?
I thought that was garbage. I thought Ian Gary. Oh, let me get this straight. So I get to go on somebody. Just explain this to me in a fight. MVP's on top of him.
Yeah.
MVP hits him with more shots. Ian Gary gets to sit on his back, come nowhere near a submission. I'm talking about the third round, not the first round. First round, he almost choked him out.
Yep.
So first round, clearly Gary. Second round, clearly MVP. Third round, it was 50-50, I guess, of a control time, but MVP definitely was on top, had the strikes. Ian Gary gets to sit on his back, come nowhere close to submission. That wins him the round. That was stupid to me. I thought we got hosed there, Frog Boy.
Yeah, no, I agree. That one was definitely sketch. We got
also got hosed on that Cubs Swanson. I had a parlay for that too. I had a Swanson Pfeiffer parlay, and I lost that by split decision. Garbage.
You taking bets without me?
Sorry.
That's good. It's like a little shark.
Oh yeah, they got the baby teeth, dude.
Yeah, Leroy, that's your puppy, dude.
Yeah, that's your dog now.
Yeah.
No.
I can already tell it's your favorite.
Take a quick break.
I'm just protecting him because the other three gonna eat him.
You know why?
And I can't believe it. Like I can see Luna, but Zeus?
We're gonna have you in a championship shirt that has your 4 dogs on it now.
No.
It's like Paul Maurice.
No. This is a foster situation.
I got some news on the Cats too, on Brandon Montour.
Ooh.
You can't keep everybody. Tell you about that Cats news and more on the Heat coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. We got Wimbledon is on television right now.
Yes. Naomi Osaka is going against Rudy Gobert's cousin.
Somebody from France.
Yes.
Paris?
Paris.
Belly?
Paris.
I don't know who that person is.
No clue.
Did you guys see that Jimmy Butler was at the X Games this weekend?
What is this guy?
This is his new thing.
What is this?
He's got a new thing every year.
He really has like side quests.
X Games. I didn't even know they were still doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were still doing that. And then, like, I'm watching, he strolls up on an X Games podcast and is just like, oh my God, that's Tony Hawk. I'm like, has he cared about Tony Hawk before this year? They will say he has been wearing like skater outfits this year during the Heat games, but I have never seen him on a skateboard.
You know what's crazy? Watching golf this weekend?
Yep.
There's a name for it now. Somebody else pulled a Rory.
A Rory.
So they got divorced and then back together or choked?
I said I was watching golf. Why would you bring up marriage?
Well, I mean, that was a big story with Rory. And there was a there was a marriage twist.
How about the missed 3.5 footer?
Oof.
So Akshay Bhatia, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had a putt for birdie to win the event. Came up a little short and then missed the putt.
Oof.
And he ended up losing.
Man, that's brutal.
Oof.
We got some news. Brandon Montour. This just came across the wire. Brandon Montour is signing with the Seattle Kraken. Brandon Montour, 7 years, around $50 million.
Wow, dude.
According to Pierre Lebrun.
So that's just $1 million less than Reinhardt.
Man.
So you know what's crazy about like hockey? I think I'm starting to think hockey does it right. They have the draft.
Yep.
Right after the season. And then free agency gets going while the iron's hot.
I mean, they're going on at the same time. It just has been it's going on literally at the same time, though.
What do you mean?
I mean, the drafts and the free agency started 2 days apart. It's just
That's
that
what I'm saying.
it's just that we had a team that actually played all the way till the end. So
right, but I'm just saying, like when you look at all the other sports, it doesn't happen that soon after the season. Like football ends, and then you have like a month and a half before the draft, right? Basketball ends, and then you have basketball.
It's been like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, but that's because the series was awful.
It was awful. So basketball and hockey do it very similar because you go into basketball season right into the draft.
Yeah.
Then free agency is like what, a week later? Not even.
Yep.
It was like
it was the week up.
Monday.
I mean, they won on Monday. The draft was Friday, and free agency started basically after the parade.
Right.
So
that's pretty. I like it that way.
Future well and be.
Somebody let Bill Zito take a nap.
Oh no, he ain't taking no nap. That guy, like we see him toss that water bottle. He is not. I'm surprised he got a shirt on. He just seemed like he'd be partying shirtless, right?
I'm sure he was having a good time. Paul Maurice and his cats.
I think I'm happy for 2 guys. Well, 3 guys. I'm happy for Barkov because like he's been a captain and he's not really that boisterous, right?
No.
So I'm happy for him. Paul Maurice.
Yep.
Because Paul Maurice took a little heat when he first got here because it didn't happen in 3 seconds. Right? And Bob, who, I look at him like I look at Paul Maurice, took a lot of heat, but now he got a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And Bill Zito, because he asked the owners to invest a lot of money, and that doesn't usually bode well here.
Has to feel good for them last time.
And to turn it around and to build it, and for the owner to have the patience of it being a 2 or 3 year process, right? And build for like 2 or 3 years. That's the thing that, doesn't usually happen down here in those sports. Everybody wants a championship now. So kudos to them for and then re-signing their guys like right away.
Well, they had to. Yeah, they had. I mean, they had to. There was a deadline last night. That's why.
I mean, okay.
But they got the top goal scorer. I mean, like Reinhart is a Stanley Cup hero and obviously nearly led the league in goals. So
right,
that was the high priority one for sure. And they got it done.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, all of that. I mean, like it's so cool to have this whole thing. And then, like you said, this just the idea that this celebration has really felt amongst South Florida. Didn't travel anywhere else. The only guys who had to travel was Bob to go to this damn award ceremony in Vegas.
Right.
It was annoying. Wasted his time.
I don't even know the goalie that won. Isn't that like
Yeah.
all the goalies that I've heard in the league.
Helicopter, yeah.
All the goalies that I've heard during the year that the Panthers have faced, and they say this guy's a wall, this guy's this guy's that, this guy, all these guys, right? Bob was better than them. I never heard of the guy that actually won and what he did during the course of a year.
Yeah, it was annoying, but he got to come home, celebrate a little bit. It was cool. I saw this one photo just on Twitter just now of like last night Lomberg and Kachuk after the parade. They went to a rec league game, I guess at the Iceplex, I'm guessing, and we're just hanging out with just dudes who play in a hockey league. That's so cool. It's just so cool. Everybody's getting a chance to hang with the champs. It's so much fun.
Right. Which is another thing, man. These guys are very personable. They're in boxing, they would call them the people's champ.
Must feel weird, Boston, to see like everybody be amongst the people. And meanwhile, you guys won a championship and your team could not wait to get the hell out of their town. Very strange.
In fact, didn't even go back. They went here first. Came here first.
Take a break. Leroy hands out his game balls and game bums next.
bum, 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 bum.
This guy's a ball. Real quick, my sources are telling me Donovan Mitchell has signed an extension with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh,
Your sources are
your
saying.
sources are saying. Let me see what my sources are saying, dude. Let me see.
But for my game ball, listen.
Well, how are your sources putting it?
Yeah. You can't just drop that here.
Like sources, Donovan Mitchell is going to sign an extension in the next day or two.
In the next day or two.
Okay.
All right. Heard it here first.
You know what I feel?
What?
Ooh.
Yo, dude, he just switches. Like, it's like you ain't got no. He just switched. And so it was almost like it almost hurt us as a show last season where we didn't have two options. The only option was Dame. Right.
I'd still be willing to go back to the Dame well. Just need him to have the guts to ask out.
True.
Right. So for my game ball, it is going to go to not only the Panthers, their organization, but all the fans. In the last week, that celebration has been one of the best celebrations I have seen, with the players interacting with the fans all over South Florida. And guess what? Unlike you crazy towns, I haven't heard anything crazy happening. Everybody seemed to have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I incidents.
Were there any parade? I didn't see even anybody acting like that much of it.
Kudos to Fort Lauderdale for putting up a stage quicker than we did for Riptide, because that thing went up quick.
It was very impressive.
It was very impressive. I thought it was going to be like a little stage, like they do in front of it. No, that was a concert style stage.
Well, and then shout out to the crew who had to dry it up and make it usable, because they had to basically redo that. I mean, dude, it was raining so hard.
Yeah. And then, no, I'm not, JFig. Wow. Anyway, my no, if we're going to give it to Rory, then we got to give it to Akshay Bhatia, who missed a little 3-foot putt on the last hole to lose the tournament. Not saying he would have won it, but he actually pulled the Rory. So he got to get my no. But other than that, the weekend was filled with where's the cup now? Where are the Panthers now? It was a fun weekend, and the rain couldn't stop it. The rain slowed it down. Because I'm gonna tell you, some people who were excited, some television people who were excited about covering the Panthers celebration, soon as that lightning hit, let's go to commercial break, Bob. I'll see you in a minute. Right? They were out. So the rain slowed it down a little bit, but I could tell by the crowds, the enthusiasm, that it was awesome.
It was.
You Brooks Koepka!
Yes. Hey, that was awesome, right?
Really the best part.
He enjoyed carrying that traffic cone more than he enjoyed carrying the Stanley Cup.
Wait, he literally carried the traffic cone the whole parade.
You Brooks Koepka!
He should have yelled it through the traffic cone.
How many people
don't even get it?
How many people? Well, now they know. I think people, it's gone viral. If you don't know why Brooks Koepka, he's like him bringing the traffic cone to a Panthers game, which was unbelievably crazy. But how many guys on the Live Tour or PGA are sending Brooks Koepka this and being like, "Hey, man"?
Absolutely. Wait, aren't they friends?
Who?
I thought they were friends.
I don't think they're friends. I think the hatchet was buried a little bit, but I don't believe they're friends.
Oh, okay.
I see some merch in the future. It's very simple.
Brooks
Put an
Koepka
orange
put
color
on
the shirt.
he put the laughing emojis because what else can you do but laugh on Instagram? But I don't know that they're friends. I believe I believe Brooks Koepka has been the fuel of Aaron Ekblad's revenge for years now.
I would say this.
You Brooks Koepka!
I would say this, that like friends could go at it like that, right?
Well, they weren't friends when Koepka.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying.
No,
that's why I didn't really make anything of it.
No, Ekblad did not find it funny.
No, right? Yeah, that's kind of.
Now he may. Now he may. But
now that he got the Stanley Cup, of course it's fun. That's why he carried that traffic cone around.
If you guys want a traffic cone shirt with Aaron Ekblad's face, you can get that as well right now for about $24.95.
Does it have the writing?
Nope, just a traffic cone with Ekblad's face.
Ekblad! Hey, that and in both cases, I would venture to believe that alcohol was involved. Right?
Oh, dude. We've seen Brooks Koepka at these Panthers games. That dude, he gets after it.
Hey.
There's the one where he's just clapping and he looks coked out of his mind. He's like, what is going on?
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
I didn't say that he was. I said looks like.
You know they get tested, right?
For what? You think Liv is testing him?
Oh, Liv? I don't know.
Live.
But yeah, so
let me ask you something. And the music, Marcos.
Yes.
So what did you ask your source? Let me just. I need to know. Did you word it or did you say still feeling the same?
No.
Like how did you ask?
No, these were the questions that have been happening for the last couple of weeks, right? He was under the assumption that it was a guarantee that Cleveland was going to offer him the max. And when everybody was saying Donovan Mitchell hadn't signed the extension, I asked him, but at that point, it hadn't been offered yet. And he said, they're definitely going to do it. I'm like, but it hasn't been done yet. You're making an assumption, right? He goes, well, why wouldn't they do it? I said, they haven't done it. So to say that it's in Donovan's court or is up to Donovan to decide doesn't matter because they haven't offered it yet. That changed.
So they've offered it.
Yes. And from what he's saying, Donovan Mitchell is going to sign it. So that was the whole conversation the last week. Like, wait a minute, aren't we making some assumptions about Donovan Mitchell that aren't there? Oh, they're definitely going to offer it to him. Says who? Right? That's what I was saying. Says who? They haven't offered it yet. I said, everybody thinks that about Jimmy Butler. They haven't offered it yet. Until they offer it, you can't say what the status of it is. So,
all right, we'll see.
No, so I'm the same way. Listen, a lot of my friends in Cleveland are kind of like you. They make a lot of sports assumptions. I do not. So when I ask questions, I ask them based on what information do you have? Did the Cavs offer Donovan Mitchell the extension yet? No. I said, well, then it means nothing until they offer it.
But your friends are now saying that they have offered it.
Right.
And they think he's going to sign it or they know he's going to sign it.
They know he's going to sign it. That's the conversation was if they offer it, he was going to sign it. That's
now I'm almost positive that's not going to happen.
Interesting.
The exact opposite is going to happen.
Really?
He is going to sign with the Utah Jazz again.
Wow.
Bring back the boys.
Yeah. Well,
so
listen.
That's my conversation. Listen, my conversations don't go like your conversations. Right? Because you will skew the conversation to what you want. I got the conversation going.
Yeah, well, I'm still going to skew the I mean, I don't trust Jay Crawford, so I don't it's
how you know it's Jay Crawford.
It's always Jay Crawford. He's up to no good. He's up to no good. He's been up to no good since 2014.
Since LeBron went back. Oh, goodness. And they had to unburn their jerseys. Well, look, listen, can I just tell you how ridiculous that is? You burn a jersey, the guy comes back, you got to buy another jersey, making them more money.
Hopefully nobody got a Montour jersey this weekend.
No.
Montour tattoo.
No, really? On your list of Panthers, where's Montour?
Of jerseys I would get?
Yeah.
I saw some Montour jerseys.
Right.
But I would say it's probably like outside the top 5.
Yes, me too.
Outside the top
let me guess what yours are. Ready?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Bob?
Yep.
Is one.
No, not, of who I would get?
Yeah.
Personally, yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
I thought
Bob,
you meant of who do I think are the top 5s? But yes,
no,
Bob would have course.
Then you would get Barkey.
Mm.
Then you would get I'm torn between Reinhardt and Kachuk. I'm gonna go Reinhardt, then Kachuk.
Mm.
And then who would I go? I don't know who my 5th one would be. It wouldn't be Montour, though, for you.
If I were to go Panthers jerseys
1 through 5.
You got the top 2. It would be
Bob and Barkey. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Number 3, even though he's going to leave, would be Lomberg.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, no, he's not a Panther anymore.
Oh, don't say that. I mean, it's not official until it's official.
But I'm just saying, like, okay.
Don't let me go, Lomberg.
There's JFig. We know JFig. That's why we didn't have this game about you.
Go. I don't want you to go.
Hey.
And of course, number 3 would be my favorite Panther, Carter Verhaeghe.
Oh,
that's my guy.
Yes.
Then Vladimir Tarasenko. Really? And then Kachuk, because everyone's going to have a Kachuk jersey. I just don't want
right.
Tarasenko?
I
would go.
Great voice.
I'm like halfway into the season.
I would go. I think I would get Barkey.
Yep.
And then I would get Reinhardt. And then I would get Bob. And then I would get Erod. And then I would get.
You like Erod?
Yeah. I like him.
I like Anton Lundell too, even though he's a baby, because I like his hair.
Yeah. Well, you could see now if you were betting on Jersey futures,
he'd be around.
Get Lundell. Yeah.
He'd be around for a while.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying, who said that? He said, who's an Oiler?
Sam Bennett.
Kane says that Montour's an Oiler. I thought we said that Montour was going to the Kraken. Is he going to Edmonton? They're gonna hate him there.
Yeah, I'm seeing here that it's the Kraken.
Yeah, I thought that he was going to the Kraken.
Kulikov was extended. Montour is an Oiler. Montour is an Edmonton Oiler.
Nah, it says he's. I don't know. I'm seeing he's on Seattle. I'm not seeing.
Okay.
He's saying Mikkonen is with a. All right, so we'll see. I'm going to no. Montour is signing with the Kraken. It looks like. Seeing that Stoli the goalie looks like he is going to go somewhere else.
So they treat backup goalies like backup quarterbacks, huh?
Some backup goalies get good because Drieger he was extension draft. He went right to the Kraken.
Right.
But I would say you got to think Spencer Knight's going to be actually the backup next year, right? Like it's time.
Yeah, it's time.
He handed Paul Maurice a trophy.
You got to think Spencer Knight's going to
is this normal for hockey though? That sometimes guys spend, they get drafted like baseball, but it's like baseball where you can spend some time in the minors and then.
Well, don't forget, he took time away from the team too because he was dealing with OCD. So he had some time away from hockey, and then Bob and Alex Lyon was good last year. So now I would think like at 23, 24, it's time for him to to actually start playing hockey again.
He wasn't terrible when he got that playing time.
He was good. He was damn near great.
I mean, he won a playoff game at 19. Yeah. The guy's been thought of as being a hockey phenom.
4 years.
So the thought is like you back him up next year. You have 2 years left on Bob's deal. Bob obviously gets to ride it out into the sunset. He's a champion. Kiss my ass.
Yep.
So
All of Fame.
Wait, you already responded to naysayers?
Yeah, kiss my ass. You get to you're gonna ride Sergei Bobrovsky until he decides he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And then if he wants to stick around, then I'm sorry, Spencer Knight has to take a hike. And I don't care if he looks like an old man between the pipes. He's a legend now. Certified.
The last goalie was awesome. They even did
JFig, by the way, can we just give JFig some props?
Yeah.
JFig is she is like TSN right now. She is like Sportsnet. She is a hockey insider.
Definitely.
She's like Leafs trying to get Stolars. I didn't know that.
Wow.
I was like, whoa.
All of a sudden, she's our hockey insider.
JFig is like got every tweet that's going on. She knows where every Panther is going. I think she's just on Lomberg watch right now at Imagine.
Oh yeah.
When JFig joins us, Imagine next hour, we will get her breakdowns of where everybody is going in the NHL. Leafs are trying to get Stolars. Wow. All right. Take a break. Cat Talk coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Oh, hello, Hockey Woj.
Hello.
Woj.
I like
let's get
that.
some cat talk here. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Last cat talk of the season. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. It's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your NHL Stanley Cup holding champions, the Panthers.
Ooh,
That was nice.
that was a good one.
That's good. By the way, shout out to Celsius yesterday sponsoring our parade coverage and all the fun that we had yesterday. Shout out to Bo's Beach as well.
You guys had a great view.
What a place! That place is beautiful.
Yeah, the place is popping.
That place was popping.
Yeah,
it was a great time. A good time was had by all.
Indeed.
So JFig, yes, JFig is correct. Looks like Stoley the goalie is heading off to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh,
So Stoley the goalie, who only got one bit of action in the playoffs. He only got to come in an 8-1 loss.
Beat it.
So
You know
that's
what?
tough.
At least he can say he played.
He did get yes, exactly, JFig. He could say that he played and got in there. The Panthers, by the way, how does that work? Because only a few guys get their name on the cup. Does he get his name on the cup? What's the minimum amount of games? They said the minimum amount of games. What was the minimum amount of games?
There's only
It's one game in the Stanley Cup. You play one game in the Stanley Cup, you get on the cup, right? He gets on the cup, right?
Ooh, he's got to get on the cup. I mean, he played. He has minutes logged. Not great minutes, though.
The Panthers have announced home opener for next season. October 8th against
Edmonton.
No, that would have been good. That would have been good. But
Boston.
Yup.
Hey, I was working my way down the East Coast after Edmonton. So we went Boston, we went New York, we went Tampa, Carolina, and at one point, if there wasn't any of those, then I would have been done.
The Boston Bruins will come down here. Oh man, we got another one that's gone. Oliver Ekman-Larsson. See, you guys are sitting here watching about Heat free agency. There's nothing happening. Panthers free agency is moving hot and heavy right now.
I mean,
Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Wasn't that one of your jerseys you would have gotten?
OEL? No. But I do like him. I appreciate him. He is signing with the Toronto Maple Leafs as well.
Whoa, what's up, Leafs? Just waiting on us to just
4 years, $3.5 million per year.
Stupid Leafs.
Wow.
By the way, a player's required.
David Dwork says quite the turnaround from being bought out by the Vancouver Canucks.
Damn.
All right.
41 regular season games or one Stanley Cup final to get your name on the trophy. One final game.
How many? And Stoley didn't play that many. And what did it say? One Stanley Cup?
Yeah, either in one Stanley Cup final game or 41 regular.
So you just have to
season
play
games.
in the game. Obviously, he's playing half a game, basically 2 periods. That's enough, right?
Yeah,
it's enough ice time.
That's good.
All right, he gets on the cup.
He gets on the
cup.
Well, whether he gets on the cup or not, they're always gonna call him. And he won the Stanley Cup in Florida, right?
Yeah, but you got to get your name on the cup. Russ, were you there? Were you really there?
Let's see. Looks like Steven Stamkos is going to end up with the Preds.
Wow.
Tough luck, Lightning. Tough. That's tough. Oh, it's raining over here. Edmonton.
Yeah, it's
Tears.
about to rain here too.
I got to tell you, it started at about 10:30 yesterday.
Yep.
What the hell?
Brutal.
Torrential downpour.
Yes.
Before then, if I had to be honest.
I mean, there is a Category 4 hurricane getting ready to hit somewhere.
So I found that out right when I was walking through the door of my house, which made kind of sense, but
I kind of thought of JFig on Sunday because we did Dead to Me, and she's like, there's a potential it could rain Sunday. And I was like, that's your Dead to Me? Potential weather? That's not crazy. And then the whole Sunday, I was like, she was right.
She was right. She's a hockey insider.
Yeah, she knew.
I'm also Spirit Leroy. I be knowing things.
That weather was the whole time. I was like, this is.
I was like I was so naive too because I'm sitting there on my little perch and I'm like, it doesn't look that bad. And then all of a sudden, it just was like all hell broke loose.
Man,
And at one point, once it starts clearing up, it just starts all over again.
It's all over again.
That's the thing about the way the weather has been lately. It goes from nothing to the worst rain ever for like an hour and then back to sunny.
I got a text from Tobin.
The amount of thunder and lightning was kind of terrifying.
Yeah, Tobin was like, be safe out there. And I was like, what do you mean, be safe? 5 minutes later, I was in the middle of a hurricane. And I was like, I know what he means now.
All right, so
trying to go to see Tobin, but there was just no possible way for me to get
No, it's impossible.
from the bar to the actual staircase.
That was crazy.
I needed a Robbie.
Right now, all right, so to update everybody, big news on the Panthers. Reinhart, that was the big news, resigns. Okay. Montour's a Kraken. Oliver Ekman-Larsson's on the Leafs, as well as Anthony Stolarz. Dmitry Kulikov is re-upping with the Cats for a year.
Yeah.
I think that, do I have everybody so far? We're still possible. We don't know.
I also sent you the possibility of
Ekman-Larsson.
Lomberg.
Yeah, Lomberg is likely. The word is Lomberg's priced himself out from the Cats, so he's probably gone. And then there's been a lot of Ekblad trade fodder over the weekend too. I don't know if this
Since
changed
right
anything.
after the parade, that's when it started happening.
I'm also seeing this video of Ekblad and his father getting matching tattoos on the double decker.
That's amazing.
What?
It's been too long since I've heard the Paul Maurice.
Can I just say this? You don't get a tattoo on a moving vehicle.
What?
Especially when it was pouring.
They're not getting they're showing off their tattoos.
Oh, showing off their tattoos.
Okay.
I'm like, they didn't get them
That makes
there.
sense.
That sounds like something the whole Kachuk family would do, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let's see. It's been too long. Let me hear the Paul Maurice speech.
30 years. 30 years. For every one of you, 30 years. And for that woman over there, 30 years of being married to an asshole. Yeah. I want to, in my wildest dreams, I've never would have thought I could see this. Seriously, understand this. Everybody that we love in this world is happy right now. I want to thank all of the police officers and the fire department, especially the fire department that had to fix my daughter and her friend. Took a beer can off the head. God bless them. I want to thank all of you for these men here for welcoming our families to Florida.
Welcoming almost kicked his ass.
Our wives, our children to come to Florida. My two cats. This is Poppy. Wait, this is Penny. Those are my two cats. My daughter made the shirt. I promised her we win the Stanley Cup. I'm wearing that shirt.
He's saying shirt.
I got one more word for you. And actually, this isn't for you.
He said shirt.
All right.
That's a shirt.
That's a
Hey,
shirt.
Hey, Marcos, I would say whatever makes you sleep better at night, because I'm telling you what, his track record during that speech does not say he was going to say shirt.
We got to get Bobby Lou too. Bobby Lou was he was on when they brought the drum out for Bobby Lou.
Yeah.
Let me hear one more time. Let me hear Barkov's speech, and then I want to hear him chanting Bobby.
The Bobby the Bobby, he did a little bit different, but we're going to hear, like you said, Bobby Lou later. A little offbeat on that drum one more time. But
oh, he was just, whoa.
South Florida, what's up? Man, when I was drafted here 10 years ago, 2013, I would have never believed that this day will come. And here I am with my teammates, with the team, Viola's, management, everyone. We're here in front of you all together in a rainy day during hurricane season. We're here on the beach celebrating us winning the cup.
there's just not enough words for me to say how thankful I am for every single person here. I think this goes all the way to the Boca where I live, so probably 1 million people. So thank you, every single person here. And I want to hear one more time for this amazing team right here behind me.
Man,
It's amazing how he doesn't talk much. Like, he set the tone. Coming out here in all this weather during hurricane season, right? Like, it's like
You have to mention the season.
yeah. Wait, you do gotta have to mention the weather.
he's a
right?
South Florida vet.
Oh yeah.
You think Barkey puts up his own shutters though?
Not a chance.
I only have to put up like 4 shutters for the doors.
Think he's got accordion? Or you think he's got hurricane-proof windows?
That's what I want to get.
He's got accordion for sure.
Accordion.
Yeah, he's got accordion.
Love an accordion.
He doesn't trust it.
Can I just say this though? Sometimes the accordions are worse because they don't open all the time, and you got to fight opening them.
Yeah.
You don't open them that often.
Yeah, my sliding glass door has that. It's a fight. It could be a fight to get it closed.
Yeah.
Let me hear him chanting for Sergei Bobrovsky. It's adorable.
I might have never won anything, but I always wanted to do this. So can you repeat what I say?
Whatever you say, Captain.
Bobby. 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 Bobby.
Hey, can I just say this? That chant in his head
sounded so much better.
Was totally different than that chant that came out of his mouth, right? And the crowd they're like, hey, the crowd was like looking around. Should we, all right,
however he wants me to say, I'm going to say it how he wants me to say it.
It's like, look, it's okay.
Do not let him down, okay?
I'm not letting. I'm like,
you think Sergey goes up to him and he goes, "Hey man, that's not how they do it."
No.
It's very simple. Just Bobby.
But he's like, that's the way I heard it on the ice.
Oh man! All right, we'll get to the rest of our headlines, which are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. Hold on. Get in, Trae. We got a ride for you.
We will take a break. We will give a rundown of where things stand in free agency.
Wow. Hey, is this hockey been more active than basketball, right?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
This hour of Tobin
Come on.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, Leroy, can we have a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? YourAccentAttorneys.com, free consultation 24/7. Call them at 866-944 as he KOs the microphone.
It's raining cats. It is
Poppy. This is Penny.
Yeah, it's partly cloudy out my way. Winds are probably 10 to 15 miles an hour. Winds are coming out of the southeast. But I look out to my west, and it looks rather ominous. So I would say if you're out west at about 3 or 4 o'clock, buckle up, because it looks evil out there. And I would say it's got to be about 89 degrees because, oh my goodness, it was warm.
Looks evil out there?
Yes. Dude,
down here, down at the Citadel, it was raining pretty hard last hour for like 20 minutes, and now it seems like it's kind of clear. I don't know. We'll see if
I did the worst possible thing, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody this weekend. So you guys been under my patio, right? So I decided I'm gonna sweep of all spider webs and bug things or whatever.
I'm not going to your house.
No. So I went.
I'm not going to your house.
Why? What happened? So I got the little thing with the little ball, and I basically it's like sweeping your house upside down.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Sucked. My arms hurt.
Hmm.
They burn.
I'm sorry, buddy. You should have brought no free labor for that one.
No, but after like 2 hours, I told Mel, go to Publix and give me a sub. I'm gonna go sit under the tree.
Okay.
Like some post yard work subs, dude.
I was so tired. I was like, now I see why they do it. It's like, oh my goodness.
All right,
I
so
had
we
a
got
Wawa sub this weekend.
A what?
A Wawa sub.
Wild West sub. Wawa.
Wawa.
I can't buy food from a gas station.
I don't think you said that right.
You didn't say Wawa.
Oh,
Nah,
I did.
What?
Debatable.
I did.
You did not say Wawa.
Nah.
I did.
I understand. I would have understood Wawa.
No, you wouldn't.
Marcos, I know. I see the smile. That means you're saving it. Let's hear it.
No, it was more of a Wild West.
Yes, that's what I thought.
That's a lot of letters. Okay, I did not say that.
You said Wawa as if you were like a 3-year-old.
Ever. You know what?
You
Why
said
don't you
Wild
go
West.
ahead and continue talking about the person that just got
Now,
traded? Go.
you said it right. You said Wawa.
Sure.
Can we hear this, please?
No.
We'll get to it. I want to run down some things real quick.
How quick do they got the replay?
All right, so
I'm not doing DirecTV.
So here we go. Heat. There's a piece of news. Another Heat player is off the board. DeLon Wright.
Oh,
he's signing with the Milwaukee Bucks. 1 year, $3.3 million. So bargain deal. DeLon Wright is off to Milwaukee. So there you go. He is out. The only guy who's stuck around so far, we had the news of Kevin Love. He opted out this weekend and then re-signed 2 years, $8 million for the Miami Heat. No options there. So Kevin Love is back. Caleb Martin, not really any word on him so far, but he did let his player option bypass, so he is a free agent, as is Thomas Bryant. And then Haywood Highsmith, there's been conflicting stuff on that because there's been reports that he really wants to stay in Miami, but then there's other teams that have a lot of money out there. So will he get lured away from Miami? Don't really know on Haywood. So as far as the role guys are concerned, DeLon Wright out of here. Patty Mills, haven't heard anything on him.
And you probably don't want to.
Love his voice, though.
Yeah.
Love his voice.
So Kevin Love, they basically just gave him an extra year.
Pretty much.
With the same $4
Yeah,
million.
they just gave him an extra year. There was even some thought that he was, I think, going to take less money, but he basically just got an extra year.
Right.
Loves it down here. Kevin Love loves Miami. Family loves Miami. Doesn't want to go anywhere. important signing, especially from I think how good he is being able to mesh with everybody, not only on the floor but in the locker room.
Right.
You get him on the cheap skis, so I'm happy about the Kevin Love thing. I always loved Kevin Love. I'm very excited.
My goodness.
Always been a big
Can I
Kevin
just
Love
say this?
fan.
Please.
I have never met a
Yes.
human being who had to backtrack on more sports professionals than you.
I don't understand what do you mean?
Enough of this Kevin Love in this past. Enough of this.
I was
one more time. That stupid full court pass. I'm like, oh, nobody does that like Kevin Love. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I mean, they talked about it a lot. But that was back in the Cleveland days. He's a different Kevin
I don't
Love.
care.
He's a different
You
Kevin
had to backtrack on more
He's a
players.
different Kevin Love. And people are saying he's going to be the UDC. Like, no, he's not. He's going to play. He's going to give you minutes for the Heat.
People
He
are
was good.
schmeething.
Here's the problem. Kevin Love can be awesome for 10 to 15 minutes. If you
That's all I
press
need.
your luck, then it's not going to work.
That's all I need.
But for 10
That's
to
all I need.
15 minutes, he might mess around and get you a double-double in 10 to 15 minutes.
He's going to give you the best you get that you could ask for in that time. So Kevin Love is back. In a lot of ways, Kevin Love is like a bra. Exactly, dude. There's no more Victoria's Secret. It's Love Secret.
He just had a child, right?
I mean, just have a child. I think,
Well,
the
like a
baby-
year
I think the
ago,
baby's
right?
like one. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
so
just
I-
having a child. Would
I
you
just
say
feel
I
like-
just had baby Tadpole?
No, but I feel like I don't want to move anywhere right now, kind of thing. So I can understand where it's like, yeah, home team discount, love South Florida, just had a
Dude's
kid.
made $300 million. If he wanted
I realize they have plenty of help for that.
Right.
Yeah, Leroy, you moved a lot too, though. Don't you hate it?
Yeah, and it was
Kevin
just
Love's
me.
thinking to himself. He goes, "Do I go back to Portland for 10 million? Do I stay here? What do I do?" He stays here. Loves it here. You got a happy wife, happy life, Marcos. I think he likes a lot of the community work that he does with the Heat too.
Yeah.
Like you said, Leroy, he made hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, like, listen, some people they see some of the money that's around there. They hope, I want to get in all that.
Yeah, but he's also what, 37?
30. Is he 35, 36?
I think he's 35.
35. He's the same age as Jimmy.
35. Turning
He's a year older than Jimmy.
in
Year older
September.
than Jimmy.
Year older than Jimmy. And they got contract year, Jimmy. I get everybody's antsy. I get it. I understand. We, but the Heat weren't going to sign any free agents anyway. I don't really. People are sitting here going crazy. It's like, well, did you not know what the Sixers situation was as opposed to the Heat? Like, did you not understand that? Maybe people don't. I don't know. I
They
think
don't.
just,
They do the same. Wait a minute. You have these people thinking like this. When
What
you
do
say
I?
you
This
can-
is not my
wait,
responsibility.
Wait,
You did
wait,
this.
wait. Is it amazing now that this guy's talking about salary cap and and free agents or whatever? You've been the guy since I've known you. Make it work. Make it happen.
but for trades, like people are getting mad at signings. I'm like, yeah, but it has to be a trade. Like that's where you're going to make your move. And the Heat do have contracts.
You also say salary cap doesn't exist.
No, I've
Yeah,
said that in football. Please,
No, different sport. Okay.
It is a different. Actually, it quite literally is a different sport.
Oh, so you're right. There you go. It's a different sport.
You
That's
know what?
about the
Minus one
only
to
thing
you,
you
and minus
No.
one to you.
No.
The two Hobnob twins out here.
No.
Minus one to you.
First
for
of all,
lashing out.
I'm just saying things that you have said.
You're lashing out.
You guys are and for
Was I
deception.
wrong?
You're lashing
Was
out.
I wrong?
Deception.
Wait.
You
Can
two
I say this?
Hobnobbers are out here.
Wait, let me ask
Deceive
Marcos.
the audience.
Marcos, here's a guy
We're not deceiving the obvious.
who's giving us minus ones,
Yeah.
who a couple of years ago was talking about how bad Trae Young was and how we folded him up and put him in our back pocket, and now he wants him.
Do you ever hear the term?
Make
the
up your
enemy-
mind.
You ever hear the term? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I've heard of that.
He's
Yeah,
just
that's
the
what-
enemy.
You always find things to back
This
up
is a lot
your
like
flip
Love
flops.
Island. Like
Oh,
in Love
yeah.
Island, they just dumped off Nigel and
How-
Cassidy from the island, and who were there to be in each other's arms. All of a sudden, they're gonna make a cutesy couple. Liv and Rob hated each other's
Oh,
guts.
of course.
Rob already left her for Leah. Now all of a sudden, you got her batting her beautiful Australian eyes at Rob and his weird snake charming thing, and she's like, "Oh, good night, mate. I like snakes. I'm Australian." And now all of a sudden they're going to make it work. Do they really want to make it work? No, but they want to stay on the island for the fame and the clout. So
G'day,
Trae
everyone.
Young, I'm looking at it like, hey, do I really want Trae Young? In a vacuum, no. But when I need the moves to happen and I need a little infusion, because I don't even know if my point guard's neck works.
Whoa.
I need to figure things out. And so all of a sudden, Trae Young's looking a little, a couple beers in is looking a little much like,
you can't spend $30 million on somebody you want because you got drunk.
50
What's
million.
wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with me?
Oh my goodness.
He just spent like 5 minutes
It's getting
trying
late.
to back up his flip flop.
Yeah.
No. I what I did was I
By the
boxed
way,
you both in. I boxed you both in.
Since you
for
talk about Love
Not
Island,
receiving claims.
since you brought up Love Island,
Yeah.
then that means I got to talk about House of Dragon.
Whoa!
No.
Because you're gonna spoil it. It's
No,
gonna
I'm
have
not.
less than 2. It's gonna be
No,
up.
no, I'm not.
Anytime you say no, I'm not. Immediately a spoil's coming.
Yeah, totally.
This is my own personal opinion.
Everybody
I don't
go
know
on mute.
if it's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what should happen.
Spoiler alert.
Damon got to go. He got to get kicked off Love Island.
Okay.
I'm just telling you right now.
And you saw yesterday's episode as well, Leroy?
Yes,
Okay. I have not. I have not.
he is the crux of all evil.
Oh.
Okay.
He is. He
I
is.
feel like I
He
should
is.
stop you
He's
now.
always been that. He's
a
always
pop
been that though. This
He's a
is
pop
nothing new.
He
This
doesn't
is
like to
nothing
do
new.
anything but stir the pot.
That's true.
Huh?
Like you, huh?
Yeah. You know what? That's your new nickname. Put it on the bottom. Damon.
Monster? Oh, Damon.
Damon Targaryen.
Dame Lillard.
Damon Tobin.
No, you ain't you ain't got Dame time. I promise you that.
Damon Lillard?
You got the vertical. You ain't got.
Take a break. Mix it up. Coming up next.
remix. You know, they had that 75 Street Brazil. Well, this year's gonna be called Gaiocho. Que hola, gata. Que hola, omega.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM, and on Twitch, that same channel. Let's mix it on up, baby. Right, boy. Remember it. The Mixed Bag is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future.
All righty then. The vibes have been high all show. And we're going to go ahead and continue on that vibe train. We've heard from a lot of the Panthers players. We've heard from Barky. We've heard from Bob. We've heard from Chucky, Paul Maurice, but there's one man who we haven't heard from. The man who kicked us off in Game 7 with his banging of the drum. The only Panther to have his number retired for now. Roberto Luongo had a brief moment at the parade yesterday. Let's listen in on how that played out.
Hey, listen up. 30 years. You guys have waited 30 years. Congratulations. Thank you. And enjoy it. Enjoy it. This is beautiful. Hey, these guys, what a group. What a group. These guys love each other. Strong as a wolf pack. So dedicated to each other. What a performance. We're proud. We thank you guys. 30 years we've waited. It's a beautiful moment. Who gives a shit about the rain? Nobody cares. We love you. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Meanwhile, Marcus is like,
oh, sir,
I'm so freezing.
So at first it was like, yeah. And then about 2 hours into the pouring rain, it's like, my bones hurt. It was rough.
I gotta tell you, the other thing, every person, short and sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right? Perfect.
Right? Now, I can tell why a lot of them were, because English is their second language. Right?
I don't know. I mean, even Kachuk was probably the shortest one up there, and he's American. So
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it was really, like, it was cool because everybody got to talk, but it was also odd because that never happens, right?
usually there's a Mike Hogg, a guy who has the toast go a little too long.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. No, none of them though. They're all
Let's
good.
get let's get this Nico Mikola out of here, right? Talking too much.
Just doing too much.
By the way, Kevin Stenland, JFig, you're behind on this one.
Figgy.
2 years, $2 million per with the Utah Hockey Club. The former Yotes.
Boo.
See, you sent the wrong guy.
I'll tell you what, though, no one's like breaking the bank with any of these deals. It seems like a lot of
Because that's all the role players.
Yeah.
All
Well,
of their
listen,
main guys they resigned.
the numbers were pretty crazy for this. I don't know when the next NHL deal is up, but the NHL ratings were really good for this Stanley Cup. So
I mean, plus it lasted longer than any other Stanley Cup playoffs ever. The season actually was longer than any season ever.
Was it?
So, yeah.
Wow.
I'm actually terrified to continue keeping up with the news.
Why?
Wow, you don't want to see Lomberg's name?
No, man.
It's
inevitable. It's inevitable. He's, the
too
Lamborghini. He's going to be able to buy a real Lamborghini.
I started a chant for this man yesterday, okay?
Did you?
Better stay. I did.
How did the chant go?
So I...
That man's handsome. That man's handsome.
I bet you she was saying, take that shirt off.
No, oh my God, no. Why would I do that?
Because he spends half of his life with no shirt on.
He was already shirtless, okay, when he got to where I was.
So you didn't have to chant it because he was already there.
I would never do that, okay?
Yes.
I have more respect
Okay.
than that.
I like it. There you go.
Yeah. Let me tell
Me,
you.
on the other hand, I'm like, take it off.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's okay that your attraction to him started.
I just
when he
really
took
enjoy
his
his
shirt off.
personality.
Okay.
He has a great personality. It's very entertaining. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Smallest Panther.
He's tiny.
The smallest Panther with the most aggression. He
Yeah.
just loves to fight, and I
No,
love
he's not
watching him fight.
Agpaso, whatever that guy is. As soon as he
Schmieden
gets on the
says-
ice, it's 2 minutes waiting to happen.
Schmieth and Schmolnick says it's going to be funny when Lomberg crops out JFig.
Oh man.
It's not you, JFig. It's the Yotes money. Sorry.
You know what? That's acceptable, I guess.
What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
While we're on the subject of hockey, this is something that we discussed last week before Leroy was absent, and you guys were able to cover that again when you were speaking to Bam Adebayo, which if you didn't catch that interview, be sure to do so on our YouTube channel. And
the challenge remains.
I'll tell you
Oh
what,
yeah. Hey.
there's
hey,
beef.
He ain't said nothing but a thing.
He is saying nothing but a thing, according to Leroy. But one topic you guys talked about as the interview was ending, you continue to slander the Sphere, dude. This past weekend, the NHL draft took place, and they were able to utilize this glorified IMAX much better than you had anticipated them. Yes, of course, the outside looks great, but as
You
can
can't break. See, here's what pictures
Look
don't do. But
this.
hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
The pictures don't show you how big that thing is. That's not just a ice globe.
Did you guys hear what Dana White said afterwards?
What did he say?
He said it was like a kid using crayons.
No. Can we
good?
finish watching this video?
No, he was
Very
go ahead, you can play it, but like I get it. They can put logos on the screen. Very
Look
cool.
how huge, and then you see the drone going into everything there. How could you deny the
How is
excellence?
that
that-
overrated?
It was all right. I watched it.
It was all right.
I watched it. Dana White says that he's going to blow this out of the water. They're like spending so much money. So we'll see. If Noche UFC comes up in September, and it could change my mind. I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm just saying a little overrated.
Well, wouldn't it be hard to do UFC because it's going to kind of look like when we went and saw Bare Knuckles?
He says
the angle. It's not around.
I didn't mind that when we went to Hard Rock Live and it's only one side. I didn't mind that. I thought that was pretty cool. He swears this is going to be the greatest thing ever. We'll see. I don't know what to tell you, but look,
that big old puck.
It's okay, but it's no different than an IMAX. Like I've been there, done that. It's like I don't understand why this
Dude,
is.
that is not an IMAX.
It's an IMAX. Look how big
So it
that
is.
says for the pick.
Congratulations, you got a big screen.
The pick is it?
Wait,
That's
he's like,
Celine Dion.
Wait, he goes, congratulations, you got a big screen.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I'm much more impressed. I go to Caesar's Palace. They make it like a Caesar's Palace. I'm much more impressed by that in
Oh,
Vegas.
with the roof?
Oh yeah. It's actually there. You know, I'm not, I don't need, in this day and age, Frog Boy, we need to get off our screens. And you're just impressed with anything a screen can do.
This is the
It's
biggest
like you
screen.
said, because like he's an idiot, because I look at him and
He's
it's
an
like,
idiot. I
Who's
gotta
an
tell you.
idiot?
I gotta tell you.
you wouldn't agree with this, Leroy, because he's got that
Oh,
stupid.
don't throw me in it. Don't.
Oh, but he's got that
don't
stupid
try to
phone
catch
that like
me up.
flips over.
No, it's
He's
good.
like, look how many screens. Look how big. Look how big my Instagram is. And I'm just like, hey, great. Grow up. I can watch it on my computer. Be bigger. Like, who cares?
Do I like big screens? You just brought this to my attention.
Yeah, just like
just infatuated by big screens.
it's good. It's good. It's nothing. And people keep trying to send me things. They're like, look at this concert I was at. I'm like, and you didn't enjoy the music? You went to watch it on television?
Wow, you are lashing out, dude. Look at all these pictures pop up.
Yeah, great.
All right, look, we'll talk again when UFC is there. I'm eager to see how they utilize it. To me, this was amazing.
I have no idea. I have no doubt that UFC is going to do a great job with it because there's no live event that's usually better produced than the UFC.
But what would they do though?
I don't know.
Are they going to have stats like
I don't know.
counter strikes?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. But I if there was any promotion that could make it amazing,
yeah,
they would be the one that would do it.
kids playing with crayons is what he
That's
said.
what he
huh?
said. Kids playing with crayons.
That's so messed up. There
He
has
really
been
was.
50. There's been 50 signings in 1 hour for the NHL.
I know.
NHL.
Wow.
That's
Meanwhile,
crazy.
Riley can't. Wake up, Ryle! Signed DeLon Wright!
You just wait.
I'm making fun of it. I'm making fun of it.
just said he can't do anything in free agency.
I know.
Then
Well,
he could sign.
He could sign somebody to the minimum. I don't. Look, lost a lot, right?
That ain't gonna change nothing.
That's my point. That's
If
why
he signed somebody to the minimum,
it was a bit. It was a bit.
Now, see, you know what I hate? Here's what I hate. You always have something to hide behind.
I was
right?
just having some fun.
You can say whatever you want,
Sure.
and then you always have like an escape hatch, right?
Yeah, you're fraudulent.
And your escape hatch.
How am I Can I just say something? Yeah. How am I fraudulent? I told him to get off his godfather ass and make some goddamn moves last week. Yeah. But I'm making fun of the Heat fan who's saying, I can't believe we lost a lot, right? Huh?
So whose side are you on? Do you need him to make moves?
I want the Heat to make moves, but like I'm not crying over that move.
But wait, you have said that they're probably not going to be able to make any moves. It's going to be trades. So everybody's not going to wait for trades until the
DeLon Wright is the place that we go. Like,
meanwhile, the Celtics just gave another guy $30 million.
Yeah, they had to pay Derek White. Derek White got an extension.
Oh my god, I hate.
If I was Derek,
$30 million a year.
If I would be,
new teeth,
dude. Derek White's the second best Celtic. If I was him, I'd be like, how come I'm making half the money of Jason Tatum?
That's true.
That might be the most he can make.
126 contract extension.
Hey, sorry, Derek. You're not the greatest Celtic. Tatum is. He goes, he is? Could have fooled me.
So they got one guy making 60, two guys making 60, basically. And one guy making 30. Porzingis is making somewhere around 30. We don't have nowhere near that.
Bam, Jimmy both make over 30. Tyler makes 30, and Terry almost makes 30.
Wow. Got to tell you.
And Duncan makes 20.
I mean, 20 is nothing.
Now.
Right.
It wasn't at the time when everybody told me Duncan Robinson's contract was the worst contract known to man.
Yeah.
Who's everybody?
People, dude. People.
Twitter. Crazy.
You are.
Wake up, Riley. You're going to let Haywood Highsmith just leave? Just like that? Wake up, old man. Sleepy Pat.
Pat probably gave him a plane ticket. What are you talking about?
I like Haywood, though.
I love the way we train guys to go get 20 million. Right?
Elsewhere.
Think how many guys have left to go get money we couldn't afford on this team.
Trae Young,
Caleb Martin.
This. Yeah, but
Caleb
we don't
Martin.
Dude.
Okay, you think Caleb Martin to get Derek White money?
30 a year? No.
30.
I think he'll probably get like half that, like probably 15.
15?
15.
I thought he'd hit 20.
No, probably like 15. If I had to guess.
That's fair.
And new Trae Young montage out.
Oh, okay. But like, why would Atlanta? I know Atlanta does crazy things. Actually, that's why.
Why would they?
Yeah.
Bad organizations make bad decisions.
That's exactly why.
I think the answer there is like, what are we doing? We just had the number one pick.
And who the hell did they? I don't even know who they drafted. Like, what's that guy's name?
Reach Deshay.
Why was he like? I think Alex Sarr.
He didn't want to play for them.
Oh.
He refused to work out for the Hawks.
He pulled Eli Manning.
He did.
Oh.
He did.
Okay, I wasn't familiar with her game, Mr. Sarr. That's impressive.
Anybody feel that?
So where did Sarge end up going? Sarge.
I don't know where Sarge ended up going.
The military.
No, Sarge ended up going to Washington.
Huh.
That's better.
That's what he settled on.
You don't want to go to Atlanta. You rather go to Washington.
This is a pretty thing. This thing I think is actually a smart move though, because look at Cade Cunningham. Good player, really good player. I think I've watched Cade play. I'm like, wow, this guy's really talented, but his team sucks. What did they win? 15 games last year. He just got like a $220 million deal.
He did
for what? Yeah, for what? So if you're Alex Sarr, you're like, I could put up 22 points on the Wizards for the next 3 years, make $200 million.
200 million. So you think he's just going for the bag?
Isn't that what that's what being a professional is, right?
Dennis Lopez says that, or Heat Cult says Tobin will flip when Ware starts balling. I can't wait for the draft picks. It's honestly the thing I look forward to the most now with the Heat because they haven't made a lot of trades, but we got Swedish Swish and a Kryptonian. Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Would you say Swish or Sweets?
Swedish Swish. So we drafted this kid.
Like, you don't know a damn thing about Swish or Sweets.
No, so we drafted this kid. Yeah, I forgot you were out on Friday.
Yes.
We drafted Pelle Larsson from Arizona in the second round. Born in Sweden. And everybody said the kid's a baller, like great value pick. Kind of is like Swedish Max Strus, if you will, Leroy. So I've dubbed him Swedish Swish. I've already gotten a point for it, but I'll take another one.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
I'll take another
That's
one.
pretty good.
I didn't give him the point, by the way.
Not to be confused with Swisher Sweets, which, yeah.
That's Michael Beasley.
But we're the only two that get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know. Like, see, if you live around a corner store and the people come in and you know they getting the Swisher Sweets or the Leafs.
Oh, the
Yeah.
grab a leaf.
Yeah.
Take a quick break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Final hour of the show. If you missed any of it, Tobin and Leroy podcast available for you on all podcast platforms. Check that on out. Been celebrating the Cats all day.
Because we all know they have.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, where they won the cup last Monday.
Yep.
And I ain't seen none of them with clothes on since.
Somebody told us on Twitter that they had they've been out of the country and they had yet to watch Game 7.
Yeah,
Ryan,
so I know he
said, I'm about to watch it. Wish me luck. Best of luck, dude. You're gonna enjoy. I think you're gonna like the ending.
Oh my!
I think you're gonna like the ending. Insane.
I have never had 50 seconds last so long. Right? With no movement. Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know whether to root for him to hold it there, root for him, anything.
Really was a signature victory all around, though.
Yes.
Carter Verhaeghe comes up with a clutch goal. Your goal leader, Sam Reinhart, scores the difference maker there. I can't remember if it was from Doug or Billy Lindsay that I heard. The way that we ended the Eastern Conference Finals and the way that we ended the Stanley Cup Finals was a drill that they had done in training.
Oh, yeah, the wall drill. Yeah.
So that drill comes back to play. It's a 2-1 filthy, just how Paul Maurice had called it. Bob has a great play. There's just so many moments that are.
And let's not forget, and the best players on Edmonton's team look exhausted at the end of the third period.
Absolutely. And you know what's my point?
It was all the stuff that we talked about, how the greatness of this team and what they did all year showed up in Game 7, which that's kind of why you do it, right? When you have to go back to your bread and butter, you can pull one out.
2-1 filthy.
Oh, yeah.
2-1 filthy.
He was 2-1 filthy yesterday.
Oh,
is that what 3 sheets to the wind looks like?
I think so.
I don't even know what that means.
Me neither. It's like when they say someone is drunk, they say 3 sheets to the wind. I don't really understand.
No,
Feels like a pirate term. Oh, they definitely do. It's definitely a thing.
Yes, the sheet is a line that controls the sails on a ship. If the line is not secured, the sail flops. So 3 sheets to the wind, I guess has to do with like being loosey-goosey and out of control.
Yeah.
A sail that's not secured.
Yeah, I would rather you just say I'm loose and out of control than to give me a phrase that means that. Right.
That has to be Googled.
Right. Because I've heard people say it, and I've never actually known what it meant. I just,
By the way, Woj has just broke in with a piece of news that the Celtics are now for sale.
Are they? Wow.
Yep.
Talk about selling while you're hot.
No wonder they're spending money willy-nilly. They're like, let's get out of here, boys.
That'd be $6-7 billion.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
let's see. Franchise net worth of the Celtics.
What is their last franchise net worth?
Valued at around $4.7 billion. And this was.
What did the Suns just go for?
That's right.
The Suns just got sold. Didn't the Suns go for $4 billion?
Yeah.
$4 billion. Yep.
$4 billion. So yeah.
No
what do you think?
They're going 6 or 7. Because keep in mind,
yeah.
it's the building. Do they own the garden and all that stuff?
I don't know. Well, they got to share it, so I'm not sure.
Every owner, every team doesn't own their building.
Yeah, they have to share.
I don't think the Heat own their building.
The Heat technically don't. No, the community, they do, but I believe they operate everything.
They operate everything, but they don't get the naming rights. The city gets that, right? The city does that.
I think they split it, but yeah, it's a the city had to negotiate it, and that whole disaster happened. By the way, happy Bobby Bonilla Day. Speaking of money,
Bobby Bonilla.
I thought he was done last year.
Nah, goes till 2035. Has 10 years left.
10 more years. And how much does he get on this day?
$1.19 million.
Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. Wow. That guy. completely broke the system.
Well, no. Go look at what Shohei's getting something very similar.
Happy
He's getting
Shohei
paid.
Day.
He signed a what? $700 million deal, and he gets paid $2 million this year.
Ridiculous. They
So
should
that
have
means
really.
after this year they go owe him $698 million.
I'm really mad at baseball for allowing that. That's garbage. It's garbage. Like, how do you get the best baseball player in the world for $2 million a year?
It's
just crooked.
Wait, they did that with Stanton down here?
Not real. Not that.
Not that.
Not that. Come on, dude. No, not that.
But when he left, he was owed like $250.
Dude,
My God. You guys know that Bobby Bonilla is also getting paid by another franchise? So he gets paid the $1.19 million by the Mets, but he also has a second deferred contract with the Baltimore Orioles for another $500,000 every year from 2004 to 2029.
Wow.
He's good.
You ever think he like thinks about 1 year? He's just like, why not gamble it?
Right? It'll come back next year. You know.
I guess if you take that kind of price, you're probably anti-gambling.
Yeah, I guess.
But like, take a little safety blanket, you know?
Look at that.
Little cush day here for Bobby Bo. Anyway. There you go. The Celtics are selling their team. The Heat. Still nothing. Just Kevin Love. Love.
Good draft pick, though. Good draft pick.
I did like the draft. Yeah. Well, I like our undrafted guys too.
Yeah, true.
Although I did see this week, breaks my heart because we got Kashad Johnson, who's coming from Arizona. Who's the dude that we got from the Gators? I was watching mixtapes of him over the weekend. Zylan Pullen, is that his name?
Sounds about right.
From the Gators.
Let's see. Yep, Zion Pullen,
Oh,
two-way contract.
I watched like 4 TikToks of this kid.
Yeah,
steal.
Really?
There was a local kid, local kid down here. Clint, I'm gonna say Tony Clayton.
Oh wow,
I'm not sure. He played on tour as a amateur. He's from down here, and I think he got a top 10.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
He's at Florida State. Hits it a mile, but he was from down here. He's from down here. He's I think they're members at Lagomar. But he went to Florida State. Really cool. They interviewed his dad and his mom. So that was a cool story.
You know who else went to Florida State?
Brooks Koepka.
You, Brooks Koepka!
It's the woo to me that just makes it because it's like I've been waiting.
I've had this loaded for about 2 months.
You, Brooks Koepka!
That was so great. Once I saw that crap go on his head.
Can I just say this? I'm going to say this about my brethren, my Caucasian people. Why do y'all think if you go woo at the end, you can say whatever the hell you want?
I don't know.
Right? like the woo at the end don't mean the other person can't be mad because I'm just having fun, baby. Right?
That was just him saying, I just finished my speech. Come cheer for me now.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
I'm done. It's all love and games. But in fairness, Brooks, you had to know you was gonna get something, right?
For
you
sure.
had to know.
I didn't think you expected this though.
Why not?
Hey,
more people acknowledge this than acknowledge that traffic cone incident. Until
he
now,
deserved it. He was 3 sheets to the wind when that happened.
Oh, was he?
Can we not use that phrase?
I don't like
It's
that.
just so stupid.
What's wrong with it?
Because I don't like using phrases that have to come with a damn explanation.
He be 3 sheets to the wind. That Paul Maurice.
Here we go. Step 2 of Tobin, and like first you say the saying, right?
I feel like I would hear that in the Renaissance Fair.
Wait, first, then he finds the origin, right? Because he was right. He said his thing is from, back in the day, shipping or whatever, right? And now he has to say it in the accent of which he figures it's.
That's right.
You
figured out me.
Oh,
like a Rubik's cube.
A Rubik's
like a silly sauce Rubik's cube.
No, dude, let me tell you something. The only way I'm fixing that Rubik's Cube is if I take the stickers off and put them where I want them to go. Hey, you see somebody with crooked stickers on the Rubik's Cube. Don't act like, oh. And then they have the people that can fix them in like 5 minutes. Just looking at them is like, I
don't ever believe those guys, though.
I can't even be your friend.
Those people are lying.
But no, here it is.
They
I'm
cheated.
gonna tell you, you guys are looking at the colors. They're looking at the positions of the colors. And you just make a whole bunch of moves to keep moving the colors to the spot, and then it gets done. It's not about, huh?
That's the whole point.
No, but there's a series of movements to get each spot in
It's an algorithm
where you want it. Right, exactly. So while you think they're looking at it and solving it, they're actually just going through a series of movements.
We'll take a break. Back more for this.
WQ
day and night. What I need for keeps this silly game we play.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy.
Is this Kid Cudi, right? Is this his only album, right? He's mostly a producer.
No, he's had multiple albums, just none to reach the success of his preliminary album.
Not everybody's clear skies, dude.
But he's more. I've always known him as a producer, right?
No, he does some production work, but never solely a producer. He was working with Good Music early on in his career, so Kanye did a lot of his production, as well as some other electronic influences.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, thank you for the Clear Sky shout out. New Argot album this year.
When is that coming out?
October. Heard it here first.
Any diss tracks?
Any diss tracks?
Are you coming at it? Does Solana get a diss track?
No, after I dropped Solana is a baby and Jimmy is a liar. I really feel like that ended the beef there. But beef
it really did.
Up elsewhere.
Do we have that anywhere?
I gotta find it.
I feel like
I missed that. That was good.
It was just one of these things where it's just have to have it. You just need a bop on a Monday to get everybody rolling, because it doesn't feel like a Monday to me now. It feels like a Tuesday, because yesterday was a long day.
It was
long day. I got home and I like crashed. I set my alarm for 5:30.
Yeah,
just to wake up for free agency, and I was like, "There's nothing happening other than." Are you excited about Klay Thompson? Like, you're on Klay Thompson watch. Do you feel like? Let me ask you this, Marcos.
Yeah,
I'm not saying this, but some could say, "Wait a minute." You'll take a deal on the cheap skis to go pair up with LeBron, but not stay with your friends and Steph Curry. One could say that.
Yeah.
One could say that. I'm not saying that.
Anyone surprised?
But do you feel like, are you vindicated in some way that this Klay Thompson wants to maybe take a discount to go elsewhere?
To quote Leroy's former coach, they were who we thought they were. And
here's the deal.
Let them off the hook.
Here's the deal. If you feel that your team is wronging you, the offer doesn't matter. You're not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. You're going to go somewhere else, even if it's the same deal. That's the way it works. Like, so in the end, the team can save face by saying, we offered the same amount. Klay didn't want to be here. But the reality of it is that he's going somewhere else because you offered him the same deal. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's egotistical and thinks he deserves more.
No, that's
absolutely.
It's that way anywhere.
Yeah, but he's he's definitely.
It's like,
he's on the.
Listen, if you went into Odyssey right now, right? Yeah. You say it's time for my comeuppance, right?
Yeah.
Time to come up, and they say, "Well, Marcos,
yes,
here's what we offer you." You go, "That's the same rate. Like it's time to move up, right?" And then some other company says, "Oh, we'll give you the amount that they were giving you." You're like, "All right, then fine," right? Not because of any other reason other than you feel you're being wrong, that they're not rewarding you. That's business. So, and while everybody's going to look at, oh, Klay chose to leave for the same amount of money he could have stayed with, Golden State. Golden State could say, right, we offered him the same deal. The fact of the matter is that you shouldn't be offering him the same deal. He feels disrespected, so he'll go make that same money and you not benefit from his services.
That's the D-Wade Bulls argument, where D-Wade actually ended up making less with the Bulls than he would have with the Heat and the state tax.
Right.
But he felt besmirched.
Exactly. Wow. Like so you can put whatever twist on that story you want. But here's what the truth is, right? Klay Thompson, the most he should be able to make should come from Golden State, right? That's a fact. And it should start with what you paid Draymond. So if somebody else, if they say we'll offer you 3 years for $10 million a year, right? And the Lakers say we'll offer you 3 years at $10 million a year. he gonna go play for the Lakers because he thought if he stayed with Golden State, he should be making a Draymond contract.
I think if you were Klay Thompson and he were to make a diss track, it would sound something like this, except he'd replace the names with Steph and Dre.
Also, a pretty good gauge as to if something's funny or not. If it comes from Marcos,
remember he started
usually steer in the other direction. That's always been my.
Isn't he a professional
process.
comedian or something? Isn't he in the world of comedy?
Yeah.
It all started when I was in my car. Hey, it was 3:05. This is my favorite part. Then I heard some words that broke my heart. Hey, accusations out there try to tear me apart. Solana is a baby and Jimmy is a liar. Solana is a baby and Jimmy is a liar. Solana is a baby and Jimmy is a liar.
You can't handle the truth.
Solana is a baby and Jimmy is a liar. Hey, hey. Solana is a baby and Jimmy is a liar.
Sometimes you just need even a track, you know.
So now you singing your own background.
This is like one of those. Hey, this
He's harmonizing.
Liar, liar, liar.
That is going to be stuck in my head all day.
Yeah.
Julio says the Heat need scoring. The Heat can't find $13 million for Klay Thompson. They cannot.
Well, if they need scoring, why would they go for Klay? I mean, we saw what he did over 10. Jesus.
I mean, like, but my thing is that I'm like, from that position, we're pretty much saying that Klay is going to come in and you're going to save a little money by getting rid of Duncan.
I don't think he's
going
to. I think Duncan Robinson's better than him right now.
That's my point.
He is.
That is my point. So you're taking a risk to get worse, not to get better.
Right. You're just doing that for names and rings. But
right.
Duncan Robinson and Klay Thompson.
That's what you do that all the time. What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
do, but I'm not doing that.
Wait. We talk about players all the time, and you know what you say? Won a chip. So is that not the same thing?
Sometimes you say things that I never said.
No, you do.
No, I haven't. When I haven't. When have I ever said that? Oh, it sounds like something.
Hold on.
You're gonna go
wait. Can I
For
give
sure.
you? Wait. Can I give you a perfectly good example?
Sure.
Okay. So you feel that Jimmy should get the extension.
Yes.
And I say, hey, you can wait
Mhm.
because he's only played 60 games and he plays fewer and fewer games the last couple of years,
Mhm.
right? And he's getting older. So that last year, what is Jimmy going to look like? Now, you know what you say?
Mhm.
But he's done it. But he's done it.
But
But
he
he's
has
done it. Okay, so is Klay.
No, but come on, dude. Be a grown.
No, but that's my point.
You're not. See, this is the
That
problem I
is-
have with
no,
you. This is the problem I have
okay,
with you sometimes,
go.
dude. You're not a grown up with these arguments. Like they're
Why
not apples to apples.
Why not? Why
They're
is
not
it
apples to apples.
Why is it apples to apples?
Because
You're
Klay
talking
Thom-
about something somebody has done.
You're asking
and you're
Klay
giving
Thompson.
them credibility for next year based on what they have done in the
Anybody
past.
who's doing that is going to give him credibility for last year and his accomplishments of what he has done. But Jimmy Butler is
Yeah, it was
going to
2
be the
years ago,
best
not
player on
last
your
year.
team. Jimmy Butler is going to be the best player on your team.
Okay, can I ask you this question? If Jimmy is the best player on this team this year,
Mhm.
can the Heat win a championship?
Got to improve some stuff around him.
Oh,
Not with the
Then-
roster as it is.
then that's a no.
Then okay, no. But it's
Okay.
not Jimmy's fault. Like there are plenty of teams I can look to and say, is that guy's best player the reason they're not going to get
But
there?
I think Bam is the best player. So but Bam is more reliable than Jimmy right now.
For games played, yeah. But he hasn't been but Bam hasn't been the go-to guy on the team. He's been
But that's by choice, right?
it is by Heat choice, but I think we
Right.
would agree that as currently constructed, could he be? Could they? Nah, probably no. They would need they need either Jovic or Jaime to improve vastly coming into this
But
year.
again,
or Tyler Hero to
my
actually
question
not be made
is, how long do you get because he's done it?
him.
Yeah.
He gets some rope. He gets some rope from me.
And Clay doesn't?
No.
Not for
What the hell is Clay done?
No, but I'm just saying we pick and choose what players to put this on. If somebody says I want Clay, he has championship. What is your answer to that?
But Leroy, Klay Thompson's not gonna be a go-to guy on the Heat.
No, he's
not gonna be a go-to guy on any team he goes to. He's going to be a role player.
He's gonna be the catch and shoot guy.
So that's why the argument isn't the same.
This is good.
Okay. He's gonna be the catch and shoot guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be.
But they literally have that. They have.
I started the conversation by comparing him to who he would be.
I understand.
That's Duncan Robinson.
Okay, but if you told me the Miami Heat are gonna, Jimmy's gone, but they're gonna get, but Donovan Mitchell's gonna be the next guy. They're gonna turn back the clock 10 years. These are all different. That's definitely some things you have to talk about.
Yeah.
If Klay Thompson isn't who he is, and you have Duncan Robinson, who's 5 years younger than him, then what is the point of trading for Klay Thompson? I don't understand that.
No, I'm not.
Breach.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking why do certain people get because he's won a championship and other people don't?
Got to see if they got that dog in them. What?
He's just throwing Tobin sayings out, and I want to choke him.
3 sales in the win or something.
Pretty sure he does have that dog in him. I think that, in that case, you could definitely go to his championship and say Klay Thompson has that dog in him.
What dog does he have in him?
Klay Thompson's got that dog in him.
Wait, and I would say that I would say this to you. And I would say this to you. He had that dog in him. Right now, he bites like that little dog, like Dre on my lap.
No.
He's old, dude. He's old. That's how it works in sports.
No, I think once you have that dog in you, that dog is always there. If you were
to go to that well.
No, I wouldn't say Klay Thompson's got that dog in him.
At some point, no matter how great you've been, you're not that now.
No, you can't say Klay Thompson doesn't have the dog in him.
Why? Because one time he scored a lot of points without dribbling.
4 championships, 37 points in a quarter, came back from an Achilles tear, ACL tear.
All right, I got 3 answers for that.
It doesn't matter. I'm not talking talent. I'm talking that dog. You don't lose that dog.
4 championships, coattail riding. Number 2, 37 points in a quarter.
This is who you allied with, Leroy.
Didn't dribble. Oh my God.
Here's what I hate. Here's what I hate. I can't have the support of either one of you.
Come on.
Because Tobin's going to say, see, we're samesies. And you're going to take it to the most ridiculous level that you can.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Speaking about losing dogs.
Oh, no.
Apparently, Ryan Lomberg is finalizing a deal with the Calgary Flames.
Calgary! No! Man, Kachuk is going to make fun of him nonstop.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to be like, enjoy that place. It sucks.
Calgary, dude.
Isn't that the most Canada you can Canada?
That's as Canada as it gets.
Don't they play in something called the
Can
Saddle
I
Dome?
throw things? Where's the Phil Zito?
Edmonton's farther. Edmonton's farther than Calgary, right?
It is the Saddle Dome.
But Calgary is more like country, isn't it? Like it's more like nothing is there.
Country too.
Oh my God.
Which one is more?
Have you seen this Saddle Dome?
I feel hurt.
Looks like a crater. Looks like a cup. They play in a cup.
Lomberg, 2 years, $4 million.
What? We lost him for that?
2 years.
I
Yeah,
think $2 million.
Dude.
What? We could have put a GoFundMe together. Everyone yesterday who was at the parade put up $3. We could have re-signed.
Oh, maybe it is 2 years, $2 million. I thought it was 2 per year. My bad.
$1 million a year. We could have given him $1 million a year. Bobby Bonilla gets $1 million a year. We could have get this guy $1 million.
Bobby Bonilla makes more money than him, and he hadn't played in 15 years.
2 years, $2 million, according to Frank Saravalli.
Damn it, dude. Man. Just off vibe. We could have got him paid, man.
I started a chant for this man.
Come on, Huey Magoos.
I take it all back.
Raising Cane's could have put up some money for this guy.
Nope, because all them people that would have bought stuff were mad at him.
Damn it, dude.
Man, we just got uglier.
We did get uglier.
What happened? We were celebrating yesterday.
Yeah, it was all a dream.
It does happen quick
How
in
it
hockey,
is.
right? It does happen quick.
I mean, Lomberg, baby.
Lamborghini, dog. That was my boy.
You go to Canada. We couldn't find a little. We couldn't find a state tax loophole for that deal.
Can I be honest?
Where's he from?
He's from Canada.
Okay. Where in Canada?
Richmond Hill.
That was one of my little
the non-South Florida part.
Yeah, true. That was one of my pluggy plugs for the hockey games.
I'm hurt.
The Lamborghini.
Really hurt.
What am I gonna do now?
Broken.
Go watch championship hockey without handsomeness.
Don't even ask me what my all right or my oh no is, by the way.
That's fair.
This is it.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, they just Sportsnet just put a graphic of him hoisting the cup. 2 years, $2 million.
Wow. Champion. Enjoy that, Calgary. You'll never know what that feels like.
This sucks.
Have they won before?
Nick T says he'll egg his house for me. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
I mean, don't egg his house. I'm sure he's gonna keep it, right? Like,
Yeah.
Where else you gonna live?
The last people heard, I heard some kids tried to egg when I was in Florida in Cleveland. Some kids tried to egg Albert Bell's house.
I'm assuming that didn't work out.
Oh no, he got in his truck.
Oh.
It was a big story. He had his light off. They knew it was his house, and they went and messed with the house. So he went and got in his truck and ran him down.
Never egged a house before.
Oh, that's disgusting. Egg is hard to clean off. Too.
It is so hard to clean. Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
Now I'm seeing that it's 2 years. It is 2 per.
2 per. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's still like, but that's hockey.
That seems to make more sense.
Yeah.
2 years, $2 million average annual value, according to our
Okay,
boy.
good. He now makes more than Bobby Bonilla.
According to our boy David Dwork.
Dwork. Boots on the ground, Dwork.
Was he out there? I gotta imagine he was out.
Oh,
there.
he was out there. He was out there.
Of course.
He was out there.
I don't think he
But
would.
now
miss
the only thing that's out there are my feelings.
I think I saw Plagans. Was Plagans there?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I thought I saw Plagans in one of the
I
trucks.
didn't see Plagans.
Yeah, I saw the broadcasters. I saw they were all taking trucks down.
Yeah.
I told Tobin when I first met Doug Plagans,
Yeah.
voice didn't match the body.
Huh.
The funny
it
thing is, I was
happens.
there. I was there to
Yeah.
witness you put the body and face and
Yeah,
voice
I was like,
together.
oh.
You were so confused.
I was really confused. And maybe that's just radio voice.
You were
but
like, "Who's
it's just-
that?"
Yeah. Caught me off guard. I'm like, woo, I didn't, not that I knew what it would look like, but it just like, then he has a more,
Mature voice.
yeah. And he looks 12.
Take a break.
There's that. We almost made it out without any slander of Doug
Don't
Plagans.
talk to me next
I
time.
didn't slander. What are you talking about? That's not
Sometimes-
slander.
Sometimes you should keep things in the pocket.
Just
No,
almost
I
made it.
just said his voice doesn't match his body. It's not.
I don't think you were
You don't,
slandering
Leroy,
him.
can I just say something?
It's
When
not
you
a
repeat,
knock on his body or his
when
voice.
you repeat what you say, it doesn't make it anything less of what you said. We
I
heard you
really
the 1st
don't think he was saying anything bad about Doug Plagans.
I'm not saying anything bad about Doug Plagans.
Handsome.
I go to Publix and there's this lady there that sounds like Minnie Mouse, and I'm like, yikes, caught me off guard.
He's
I
a
asked
great
her-
dude, friend of the show.
I asked her. I
They were
said, you ever
just-
thought about doing voiceover?
Leroy, take a lap and play with your puppy.
This hour of
Welcome
I
back
don't
to the Tobin and Leroy
appreciate.
show. Yes.
I don't appreciate this song choice.
Why? Because
Houdini, really?
Disappearing?
Really?
Pulling the disappearing act?
Really?
I like
No,
that
but-
song.
I know
What
I
does-
love the song. I just don't like the motive behind it today.
See, you haven't said any of that about any Taylor Swift song on her new album.
Ooh.
This song is older, box standby.
No,
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Oh. Yeah. Wait. Do you know any Taylor Swift songs on the new album? What's your favorite one?
Scared of little me. Who's scared,
Scared
of
of little me. Who's scared of little me? No one. Apparently, no one is scared of little her.
Where's
Tobes? Let's see. Let's find out. Let me
Where's
let me yell out-
Tobino?
Let me yell out in the hallway. Tobes?
Just talking to Solana about Trae Young.
Solana's talking his ear off over
Give
there.
him a -1. Give him a -1.
Yeah, it's a total -1. Just
For
because-
two reasons.
First of all,
-1.
you don't even get the -1 for being late. We have all done that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
being late because you were talking to Solana,
Wow.
that's the -1.
We are
-1.
we are also co-hosts. You know, we did the
Yes.
draft show together. We've done Game
Porpoise
Dance Sunset
Pod.
together. We've done the Porpoise Pod together, and he wanted my
Okay,
thoughts
that's the
on
past. That's
he
the
wanted
past.
my thoughts on my all right, which is Pela Larson, dude. Pela Larson, Heat
Oh.
second round pick, aka Swedish Swish.
Oh, that's your all right, huh?
That's my all right. He wanted my thoughts on him,
right.
and then we also, you know, and this also gets my all right. Solana's in on Trae Young. If we go for the, you know, so
All right.
Heat Radio,
Solana just trying to get friends. So he gonna agree with you.
Heat Radio pre and post host
No.
Alejandro Solana.
No.
He's also. I looked. I was like, hey, you
He's
you
doing this
looked.
to you on purpose to get
I don't
under
know.
your skin.
JFig, I looked at him and I'm like, hey, what's wrong? He
He's
goes,
using you.
no, maybe I don't know. Sometimes you want to be used, and he looks at. I'm like, hey, what's wrong, man? You look, you're right, and he's like, a little chilly in here.
That's because he got no meat on his bones.
Oh.
That's because he's not covering his ankles, okay?
Yeah.
So you guys are lashing out. You know, when we get Ice Trail 5, I hope your guys' attitude turns around.
I kind of like
It
the
won't.
trade. I don't want to give up anything for him though. That's my thing.
You don't
Well,
want
you
to
have
give
to
up.
give up Tyler Hero, and
Well-
6 months ago you didn't care. So stop.
No, I could definitely give up Tyler here right now. If you offer,
You just say, don't say you wouldn't give up anybody.
No,
you're right. You're totally
I'm
right.
not giving up Tyler Hero. I'm going to
Really?
give them a bag of donuts, and we're going to get Trae.
Oh.
Because here's what
So
we're
now,
going to
now
have.
you're doing big boy trades.
Here's what we're
Now
doing.
you're doing big boy
Whoa.
trades.
Here's what we're doing.
So you want to get a bona fide score for a bag of donuts.
We're doing the Hawks a favor. And second of all, we're gonna get Ice Trae, okay, with Boy Wonder on a revenge tour, okay. Even though one time he said that he was better than Trae Young, or in the class of Trae Young, that now he's gonna learn from Trae Young. And then on top of it, because Trae Young's gonna teach Tyler Hero, hey, this is how you take ridiculous threes, all right, not just clean threes all the time. You gotta shoot with some lack of conscience every now and a while, Boy Wonder.
Yeah.
All right. We got Bam Adebayo kicked out. All right. To the 4 spot, which Leroy's always wanted. We're going to get Brooke Lopez on the cheap skis. All right. For a 1-year deal to revenge on the Bucks, because the Bucks keep taking our guys. We got contract year Jimmy Butler. All right. And then off the on the bench squad, we got the young pups in Jaime Jaquez Jr., Niko Jovic. Possibly one of them have to go on the Trae Young deal. You decide, Leroy. You pick. And then
No.
and then
Don't
you pick.
put this
And
on
then
me.
we have.
Now,
And then
wait. First of all, I'm not trading for Trae Young.
you have to. At this point, you have to choose.
No,
Pick
then
one.
why are you making me pick which guy? You're the one that's leading the charge for this.
You
You
gotta pick.
decide.
You
Who
gotta
you
pick.
giving up?
No, you got to pick. You got to pick.
No.
And then on top of it, we got new Heat big man Khalil Ware, who is a Kryptonian, 7 foot. Did you see the video of him, by the way? They did the whole behind the scenes.
I have not seen any.
Oh,
video.
it's good, dude.
I haven't seen
it's
any
good.
video yet.
Spo goes to him, Leroy. He goes to him, he looks to him, and he's got this big smile on his face. He goes, "Did you get bigger since you were last here?" I was like, "Oh, Spo!
Everything gets
Looks like somebody wants to size it up." Eric Spoelstra tired of 6
No,
foot
wait.
point guards.
Wait. Spo says it. He gets excited. I've been saying it for 2 years, and he's
Well, listen, they call him small ball Spo. And so he's been going small ball all this time. And now it looks like he wants to size up. You know what? Finally, let's go. Because when Spo gets his mind around something, There's no stopping him. No stopping him, Leroy. Wow. Anyway, what's my oh no?
What is your oh no exactly?
My oh no.
Yes.
Goes to anybody hating on the Panthers parade crowd.
Oh, yeah.
You sound like a bunch of losers. You want to know why, dude?
Why is that?
First of all, it was straight chaos. It was packed. It was through a
You
monsoon.
couldn't move.
And still, we were partying. So kiss my ass, especially you, Canada.
Yeah.
We can't even find you on a map, Edmonton, because it could have been there 70 and sunny. What did Matthew Tkachuk say to start off his speech?
It is.
No
Oh,
cup?
you want me to play it, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
sorry.
want to
Yeah,
hear
no,
it
okay, I
from
apologize.
Tkachuk E. Cheese. You tell him, Matthew Tkachuk.
Hey, I heard it's 70 degrees and sunny in Edmonton, but they ain't got no cup.
No cup, dude! Cupless! What do you got, Leroy?
All right, my oh no is gonna go to little Snitchy Mouse. She been up for the last week taking care of this puppy, and I'm saying that I said, hey, that responsibility ain't no joke, huh? No. So, but she's been a trooper. She's been doing it.
But that's an oh no to her?
No, I said that's my all right.
Oh, I heard oh no.
Okay, that was my all right.
Okay.
I said because I'm happy she's like sticking with it and not saying, okay, I've had enough. My oh no. Listen, I know there's going to be some players that leave the Panthers, right? And that may be a oh no. Somebody might lose their favorite player. Oh no. Right? But I believe in Bill Zito, baby. So even though it's a oh no, I believe in a couple of months it's gonna be all right. Because he's been doing this thing. So there, I technically have a oh no, but I have two all rights. Because I got faith in the Panther organization. Say that 3 times and see if you have to pinch yourself to see if it. I have faith in the Panthers organization and what they are doing.
The thing is, you lose cats, but when you lose cats, you get to love new cats. So that's what's going to happen. We lose a lot of our cats.
The
but
problem
we will
is for JFig, they don't come in shirtless. They have to get to that.
We can find another handsome cat, JFig.
That's okay, sure.
Where did you think that was going to go? When your favorite player is the guy who's always shirtless.
My favorite player is the guy that's always trying to throw a punch, okay?
The smallest guy.
Which is wonderful.
Who's handsome?
Who's handsome?
He's all
and
right.
never has a shirt on.
What do you got, JFig?
Well, my all right goes to the city of Fort Lauderdale because they really know how to organize a crowd, no matter how intense and crazy it was.
Yep.
It did
But
seem
moved
very
really-
organized.
It was very organized. The way that it was so easy to go park somewhere and then take the shuttle. You didn't even have to wait for a shuttle. It was just instant. There was like so many just lining up. And it was very well organized. Everybody behaved.
Yeah.
And
playing nice.
yeah, and then
Is that the sport?
crowd-
though? Is that the sport? Or
I
is
think
that
it's also the sport.
right? I was curious about that.
The fans were super nice, and like the cops that were on site, they were just throwing water at them to make sure everything was okay. I had a great experience, so that's my all right.
Your oh no?
You already know my oh no is.
Yeah, sorry, Lomberg. Miss you, buddy.
I started the chant, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Starts singing along with us, then comes towards us, and little do we know.
I can't.
These are your photos, JFig?
These are my photos. Yes,
Oh, wow.
it was pretty close. Pretty close.
That is close. Marcos, sorry, buddy. Quickly, what do you have for all right on no?
My all right goes to Panthers fans that had an amazing experience yesterday. My oh no goes to Rick Ross for getting punched in the face in Canada.
Damn, we'll have to save that for tomorrow.
What? Amazing.
Yeah, we'll have to save that for we're out of time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
By the way, for Leroy's source, who says the Donovan Mitchell deal is done, I'm reading some of these quotes coming out from Kobe Altman, president of basketball ops for the Cavs. I was letting you know.
Tomorrow's
But
a new
we'll
day.
leave that for tomorrow. We'll have to leave that for tomorrow. We're out of
All right.
time.
We're out of here.
Out of time.
Get
Sorry,
outta
Jake Crawford.
here.
Talk to you guys tomorrow. Leroy is a puppy.
You, Brooks Koepka!
I see y'all when I see y'all.
The #1 sports adjacent show in America.